communicate with them. You have your lights and siren, and anybody that looks in their rear side view mirrors, you're going to see a massive police presence directly behind him. And deductive reasoning hopefully would tell you that the police are after this guy. They're well aware of his activity, and they're following him. So just stay out of the way and let the police do what they have to do.
Yeah, and we do see the lights at least on right now. I assume the sirens are probably also on?
I would imagine so. At least one, sure. Absolutely.
Does the time of day play a role in how police are pursuing this suspect?
Not really. Again, it doesn't matter because you still have individuals who are driving who are unaware of the situation. You have pedestrians, so it's a rather uncontrolled situation, and it's up to the suspect to stop and submit to surrender. If he doesn't, then the police are going to have to figure out some methodology of either stopping him, containing him in some manner so that they can effectuate an arrest.
You know, what usually goes through someone's mind in these types of situations? We've seen him now go from Chatsworth to Northridge. He appears to be just west of Reseda now at this point. Is there usually somewhere they're trying to get to, or can you speak to, once these types of suspects are apprehended, what their thought process is in this?
Well, my experience has been, I've been involved in a number of pursuits in my day, and the guy would try to get to, as I said or alluded to earlier, that he tried to get to a position where he knows the area, he has friends there, relatives, whatever, and he's going to bail on foot to try to get over there. I mean, he's not going to go anywhere with the vehicle. I mean, at this point, it's kind of fruitless to hang on to the vehicle. So his job at this point, if you want to call it that, would be just to get out there and try to escape from the police.
And run.
And they're going to bring canine in. Yeah, they're going to bring canine in. They have air units, and they can go white hot, black hot, on clear, forward looking at the red. So they're going to find him. He's
Scott,
definitely bought and paid for it.
I do want to point out right now, we've had a change in the situation. The vehicle flipped around. You can see the police also flipped around with it, but this is very dangerous right now, cutting through multiple lanes of traffic. We just saw a pedestrian in the middle of the street. He seems to be...
There's the spike strips.
Yeah, he seems to see that the spike strips are coming, and he's trying to maneuver around that. That's, it's somewhat remarkable to me in this big and heavy of a truck that he's able to maneuver as well as he is right now.
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that if he sees the spike strip, it's kind of hard to deploy that without being observed. And I mentioned before, he's just going to drive around the thing. So they'll try again multiple times, but unless he gets to an area where he simply can't avoid it, he may be able to get around additional spike strips that are placed down.
Good morning, one and all.
Play this out for us. If the spike strips are deployed and they work and the tires are flattened, then what?
If I look a little skippy, it's because I am.
At any kind of speed, so hopefully at that
Good to
point,
see everybody.
He'll stop. But I remember years ago when they had a flattened, it was a Range Rover.
It's a very interesting vehicle to steal first thing in the morning, but teach their own.
Literally on a wheel.
Good to see everybody.
Ad for Range Rover, but the thing kept on going without any.
I was working on
no tire, it was just wheel.
Everything for today. We got Chase, everybody. Good to see you. If I skip your comments, I do apologize. Good to see Carol. It's just me, myself, and I right now.
He is moving at
I sent Creed a message. Maybe he'll appear magically.
Now back up, between 15
There's Fred. I was wondering where Fred was. Stolen vehicle.
Yeah, and it's hard.
I guess where you were
dealing with, right?
Stealing that.
If it's someone in their own
Is that a
vehicle,
welder
behind
that, or is just a generator? I can't tell. Good to see everybody. Make sure you like the video.
Police officer behind him is now getting out of the car.
Is he gonna walk up to the car?
Agitated again.
We've already had a wild woman yell at this guy.
Now he's back going 10 miles an hour.
We had a lady pull up next to the truck and just start screaming at the dude a minute ago.
Through almost a console, moving some cans.
I don't know why my
as you said, hopefully does not have a weapon in the vehicle.
Camera is like this right now, but we're going to work with it for this second right now. Do us a huge favor, hit the old like button, share it out.
What we call extemporaneous.
Share.
What you and I consider to be logical.
Heading south. It's about to hit me.
Suspects don't necessarily
get down.
That. So the officers have to respond to that in a reasonable manner. And
that is right. There is a phone number.
Keep their distance and watch and look for an opportunity to stop. Basically to apprehend them.
Yeah,
if
we're
this
having
continues on, I'll give
a
them a
lot of
call and
things
ask
that
them
look like
about
he
this
passed by
truck.
a bus stop with people crossing the street, people walking. He's now trying to turn around again.
Wide
in this
turn.
area, and he was fiddling again with something. Couldn't
The
tell,
fiddler.
It didn't appear that his hand was in a console.
He
Maybe
could have been the
fiddling with
diddler.
something, trying to listen to the radio, maybe trying to listen to.
He's trying to tune in Mikey in the morning.
Sky Cal above him and some other.
Mikey in the morning. I get that phone number.
He's now flipped around again, going the opposite direction.
Kathy.
Going about 22 miles per hour.
Oh, we're hauling ass. We're trying to get ahead of him.
A police officer has gone in front. So, Scott, what is this officer doing? Is this officer trying to block?
He's trying to block the. He's going to get them spike strips. Come on, baby. You can do it. Oh, damn, Daniel.
Spike strip, get up ahead of it.
Either damn. That or just
at least
what are we doing here? Cole, good to see you.
Right yep,
Owen, please excuse my language if I use any bad words. Owen, those are not for you.
It's very difficult.
Those are big people words.
If the suspect's somewhat aware of what's
it's
going
a concrete pump.
This
okay.
was behind him,
that's why we love you guys.
Tried to get out and put a spike strip.
You're watching out for us. That was a huge failure, by the way,
on a different street
on his part.
Beat him so that he can't see it happening.
It's pretty hard, pretty difficult because, look, you come to every intersection, you've got 4 different
Captain
routes.
Happy, look at you guys, smart as hell.
That you'd literally have to have an officer.
Yeah, that woman was mad as hell at him. She was yelling like it was her truck.
In order to deploy it and stop him, so it is difficult to predict where he's going to go. Or
all right, he's yelling out. Oh, he's checking the tires.
Maybe thinks he hit something.
Checking the tires. There you go, bud. Check them tires.
Seems to be at the point. Maybe he's confused. You could see there was a bunch of traffic.
JLM, get out there and take them out.
Used to turning around and getting into the other direction of traffic.
Mario.
Might not be a possibility now at this point with police.
It's my friend Joe. What's up, Joe?
Pushed in on him. He doesn't look as agitated as he has sometimes before. Moving very slowly.
Yeah, I got to get that number. I got to write that down
because you can see that traffic on the other side as well. And you just think about the power of this vehicle.
The power of this vehicle.
The back of it, we saw already the effect it had on that one car. It's such a slow speed, completely flipping that car around. And,
yeah, that car, it's heavy.
Neighboring vehicle.
It doesn't got a lot of power. It's just heavy as hell.
Actually, the driver talking to him or yelling at him. In an exchange there, and it was lucky that he drove away and nothing more serious happened. But you just imagine if it hits a person.
Yeah, they were way off on that. But you know who's not way off?
Weapon there, basically.
Super Ross. Super Ross making super decisions.
Figure out how to turn around again, but as we saw, there was traffic backed up.
And a very gentle hallelujah early in the morning. Thank you, Super Ross.
This has been
welcome.
His motivation, it seems, the whole time is trying to just keep flipping around back and forth. He's now talking.
He's either that or he's listening to his favorite rap song and he's just dropping some sick beats.
What to do on the right-hand side of your screen?
Bars.
A few minutes ago when he did flip around and you could see the police
flip around
just right behind him. Now on the left-hand side of your screen, that is the live picture of what is taking place. It's interesting.
I get that phone number.
It doesn't seem like there's that much traffic.
Thank you, Super Ross.
In the lanes where he, in the direction that he's headed.
Oh, Lola, you know the answer.
He has continued to try to flip around numerous times. So not quite sure what he's doing here. Do you have any idea, Scott, what might be going through his mind?
All right, everybody's getting on this now, boys. So that's good news for us.
Thank you for keeping it real, Scott.
Scott keeping it real. Creed's on his way. Well, boom, we'll do that. Welcome, everybody.
He's got some issues.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know if he's got issues, but he does have donos.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandma. Gentle, loving, touching.
Because this vehicle is so
hallelujah.
So heavy. I mean, when
I see the 818.
Perform pit maneuvers, and when do they not?
818.
Well, this is definitely one where you could not do a pit maneuver. It wouldn't be a viable option.
I can't get it wrote down. I'm busy doing other things. Creed will be here soon. I'll get that number.
Those are their only choices.
I think they don't want to damage the truck, but they got that fat boy power
stopped at the intersection of Topanga
pushing through.
The officers seem to be a little closer.
Creed framing. Yeah, you know what? I am having crazy internet today.
Is there a motivation behind that?
It's crazy. Like
again,
Deborah doing crazy things. Thank you, Deborah. A lot of filled spike strips. If you get in here now,
how do you deal with
atomic concrete pumps has had a stolen vehicle
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
Top of the morning.
No, it's very difficult.
I'm over here doing court things, and now I'm over here doing chase things.
For our application of force and our ability to stop suspects has been significantly upgraded in what they demand of the officers. So the officers have to.
Once Creed gets here, we'll check out and see what our.
And in order to do that, sometimes you've got to wait these things out. I can tell you right now in the 70s.
See our choices of camera angles.
In what way?
It would have been over probably a long time ago.
Ooh, roasted.
They have to keep.
I'll put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Police work has changed dramatically.
Yes. Right.
And wow, he's just bad mouthing the police right there.
Innocent bystanders.
If it was me, it'd been over a long time ago.
Injured or killed in pursuits like this, so it is a really delicate balance because this is obviously a dangerous.
Ooh, I like that, Dave.
Other pursuits.
I like that. Pull up next to him and just tase the hell out of him.
Also created a dangerous situation at some points.
We make a lot of jokes here, folks. If you're new,
at this point,
we do lose some joking about things and have a good time. But we do not want to see any innocent people injured, hurt, or anything. It's a concrete pump.
But definitely not paying.
We've learned that today so far.
Warnings or commands from officers who are behind him. A huge law enforcement presence behind him.
Ye old concrete pump.
You can see just how many people are tailing him. But a lot of these other drivers, like you see the drivers on the other street, they have probably no idea what's happening or that Scissor me, Daddy! The officers and other people don't know if he's armed, and that is a huge question. That could
huge, massive question.
You know,
and how are you?
Where he
Good
is
to
right
see
now.
you.
There's so many businesses. We just saw pedestrians on the.
Yeah, man, they rolling the rock and their way on out of here.
He was involved in a hit and run before this pursuit even began.
I don't think we even saw the hit and run.
Dangerous. And we saw another hit and run too. Yeah, and then he had a second hit of that car that then spun around. Where then other drivers.
I mean, it's kind of like a tank, right?
At him at various points, trying to get him to stop and pull over. That has not worked.
Yeah, yeah. They were talking like yelling at him.
25 minutes of this pursuit already.
Well, we're 12 minutes in.
It is going on quite a long time on these surface streets in an area where you can see there's apartment buildings.
Not much traffic. I'm very surprised, by the way.
Boulevard. You can see before there were other businesses. He seems to be moving at about 15, 16 miles per hour now, going up into the 40-mile-per-hour range.
Oh, there'll be no melons today, my friend.
He is at this various point, but you can see going into a residential
Let's hope
area now, which is concerning. And Scott, not only have we seen a couple times just during this pursuit that other drivers are trying to take it into their own hands. And
Amazon girls here, everybody. Good to see you.
We often, during these pursuits, see people come out. They are watching on the news, or
he's not driving too fast, but he's elusive.
Pictures or cell phone video.
Lumberly elusive.
Take a moment and give people advice on what to do and what not to do if this is in your area.
Hey, there's 340 of you here. Hit the like button. Do us a favor. We appreciate it.
I defend officers throughout the United States and federal superior court and the use of force applications. And one of the big things that
what is he doing
now is when you have opposing attorneys.
He's got the windows rolled up now.
Billions of dollars.
Scott, he's now flipping around again with cars going very quickly. This is.
Oh no, he's not turning around. He's going to go into here. He couldn't get it turned, I don't think.
Space.
Where are we going?
Maybe. But as I was saying before, the reason the officers aren't taking some of the more aggressive actions is because that comes up in lawsuits. That was there an alternative response that you could have
I can see that lawsuits, yeah.
Application or use of force toward our client. So the officers are fully aware of lawsuits that come down. So that's why the officers have to back off. And it's
what a great strategy right there. That was a hell of an elusive move.
Say than it was 30 or 40 years ago.
Very elusive.
Westbound. He then flipped around into the eastbound lanes, went through.
There's Creed. I knew he'd make it.
Mikey in the morning.
Going 16
miles.
Right? That's
Carol,
the number?
Really
all right, Carol. Thank you, Carol. I'm going to call him here in just a sec.
Not quite sure as to what to do next. I was just told, by the way.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, long drive into work today. Apologize. Lots of traffic in the way into the office.
It is a concrete pumping truck. What happens is concrete
It's
gets
probably
pumped
Carol's
into that.
number.
We're getting concrete
piece of
pumping
equipment that's on the
directions
road
now.
right there.
See that? That's
Then
what it
that
is,
taken
and
to a
I guess
construction site
some
where
concrete.
the
Nice
concrete is
looking
then
custom
pumped into the
truck. It
construction
doesn't
site.
go very
So,
fast, though.
this is a very heavy vehicle used for.
They call this setup the
construction.
pumper.
It is the
The
company's based in
pumper.
San
Now we're
Fernando
just gonna
Valley.
sit and in traffic. I
Going
like
on
that.
now,
All
we do
right.
know that this started.
Lovely.
We
before
really
the
haven't had much
suspect,
traffic.
Allegedly stole this vehicle.
Wait, you talking about
Was
me?
involved in
Jesus
a
Christ! I've been up
hit-and-run,
since
has now
6:45 this
been
morning.
going for about
You
30
guys
minutes
forget,
now,
I run a
through San
business
Fernando
because
Valley. Started in
YouTube doesn't pay
Chatsworth, went
bills.
through Northridge, we believe now in Canoga Park. You can
No,
see it
I've been
Roscoe
here a very
Boulevard,
long
or
time
Owens,
already,
Roscoe Boulevard and Owens Mouth Avenue is the location.
and it's
He had just turned
you
on
know,
Roscoe Boulevard
it's part of the
a
game.
few moments ago after
It
going
is
one
good,
direction for quite some time.
And Scott, we know this is
advertising,
a
I
stolen
guess, in
vehicle.
some way.
Came in, was
I
reported
mean,
stolen,
if
but
you know, if
he
I'm
seems to
thinking
have
to
a pretty
myself, you know,
strong
I'd like to get
command
some
of it, doesn't he,
concrete
for
work
a
done.
vehicle this big,
First thing
this
I think's my
heavy?
mind,
I mean,
atomic.
could he potentially have? Oh,
Who
that
dat?
was a really dangerous situation right
It's
there.
random dude walking
With
across the
pedestrians
street. I like
almost,
that.
No, we have had a
touching the
lady
vehicle
pull
as
up
he
next
crossed
to
the
him and
street
yell at
blew
him. We've
up
had a few
there,
random
during
people
the
yelling
pursuit.
at him.
So
And I'm gonna
this
give
vehicle came off the
Atomic
stolen
a
stuff,
call
and
here in a
is it
second.
possible he could have been an employee of the company who went rogue and took the
I
vehicle?
think that's
don't
what
know.
they were
Possible
saying
that
is
he
that
could have been, maybe
was a
working in
disgruntled
the same
employee,
industry,
but
or
that
maybe
is
he
just
was driving
rumors
this
and
stolen
alleged
vehicle.
things. So.
Well, I'm gonna ask those
Well,
hard
I'm
hitting,
not sure
tough
on that,
questions
but
when I
I
get
know
somebody
it's
on
not
the
like
phone over at Atomic.
like a
Yeah,
a large
they ain't gonna be
semi
pitting
truck
this. That's a
where you
big
got
ass
I
truck
look at
there.
all the gear
I would imagine that
conditioning and
that
everything else,
trailer's
air braking.
hauling's pretty heavy too.
You know, this is just
Proper
a
amount of
vehicle
crap in the
basically
back, though. No doubt about
driving a
that.
very, very large pickup truck. It's heavy. That's all. So I don't know.
I also got
It's interesting to
ABC
watch.
if we
He's
need
slowed
it.
down now. He seems to be
Yeah.
stopped. There's some traffic
Any-
behind
Super
him.
Ross with a super chat.
Super
Two bones.
Ross.
Thank you. Good
He's now
morning.
drinking
Becomes a
something,
member
out
and
of a
sends over
yellow
monies.
can
What a
of beer.
deal! Oh, he's got a beverage.
Looking agitated again. Now back rolling
Exactly. Okay. Once a
along
month.
Roscoe Boulevard at this point in time, going between 10 and 12
All
miles per
right.
hour. He's not going very fast, but it doesn't really matter in these situations, does it?
Call
when you have
Atomic.
so many pedestrians and other
Do
vehicles
it.
out on the roadway this morning.
I mean, we got
And
through to the
Scott,
last
talk about
lady
the
really
mindset of
nice.
the
That
officers.
last
I mean,
company.
we know
Remember
they're
how?
thinking
Yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah.
you mentioned
I'm gonna bring them down.
investigations and
So
lawsuits. How is this all going to end up? How is it going to
see what
settled out?
Atomic
But
has
what
to
is their
say
mindset, too,
about
when they're
what's
following
going on.
He's clearly
Great if
agitated. He's
it goes
clearly,
right to
as
his
you
cell
said
phone.
earlier,
That guy, he is Atomic.
He's not obeying any of
Mr.
their commands.
Atomic.
They're trying to
By
use
the way,
him
tell
to
them great
frustrate the
choice in
officers.
little trees. He's got the black
Well,
little tree. Those are the best.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, Mayor, you ain't kidding. He's I'm looking over on the ABC feed, and he's kind of like very twitchy.
Service classes, and their protocols.
He's a little twitch.
Let's hope he's a huffer.
Sometimes it's very hard to deal with somebody that is simply
Morning, Brent.
just not in their right mind, and that's one of the challenges of police work. You're dealing with somebody that is unpredictable.
You know, one of the concerns I have is that he's really halfway between two freeways right now, the 101 and the 118.
Come on.
What would be the concern if he
We need
moved
some
from
concrete.
the highway?
Well, again, you go to higher speeds, and there's more. Obviously, there's a higher.
Come on, Atomic.
Oh,
really serious traffic.
The wireless customer you called is not available at this time. Please try your call.
I should the number.
Carol.
Carol, it just
Carol.
went to a Boost mobile phone, for God's sakes.
Carol, really?
Carol, how
I
dare
was
you?
talking with some highway patrol officers, and they explained that if you know who the suspect is, if you have any indication, they spend a lot of time.
Oh,
behind the scenes, I
man.
realize this, trying to get in
There's
touch
no
with
way they're
the
running a
I'm gonna get
business
it.
with that nice of a truck and it goes to that voicemail.
reason with the person, trying to get other people, friends, and loved ones to kind of.
Lisa Snoopy's boy toy. Matt, look at you.
Matt.
20 bones.
Big money, Matt, baby.
I'm waking you up with a bunch of hallelujahs, not just a single nice hallelujah. No. It's
I
time
was
to wake
gentle.
up. I know you were. We've been up long enough. Thank you, Darren, for some fake stars. I'll even give you a fake hallelujah. That one was a fake hallelujah. A little early for a chase there in California, I mean, not even 8 o'clock yet.
Of being able to talk to them with a relative or somebody that knows.
Oh, that's a good. Actually, that's not a bad point. But again, the voicemail is what's got it for me, though. They're going the wireless cellular customer.
Adrenaline going. He's probably very upset.
I'm going to
triggered
their
by what's,
business
happening
page.
before him.
All
He doesn't
right.
really know where he's going.
MD
Can you
Thomas
walk
says,
through, in the past when you finally caught up to these
that
people,
was
what
it.
going through their mind?
I'll show you. Wouldn't that be great? Answers the phone.
He probably has a criminal record. That's number one.
Oh, geez, this guy.
Oh, that was rude.
Rude as hell. This guy could have been making his first mistake.
The guy says he probably has a criminal record. What a dick.
Yep, that's the number.
One person is not a dick. Michael, thank you. 2 bones. Charlie, that was the rumor.
He's moving through the
That was the rumor. A disgruntled employee.
Yeah, it says they serve Los Angeles, Malibu, and Ventura since 1985. Creed, Big Rock, Pebble, Gravel, concrete pumps.
Call the police and then they can relay patch it through, and
maybe I will message them on Instagram.
We need a comment, please. ABC pulled away for the weather. Look at that. It's a Durango.
Indicate that he does not possess a cell phone at the same time.
Seems to be getting himself into a tight squeeze right now. We're watching KCAL News Mornings at 8 a.m. and we are following this pursuit. We've been following it for at least half an hour now. It started in Chatsworth.
I see what you did there, Greg.
He's now going about 25 miles per hour.
Carol, we're just full of doubt. You know.
All right, I did voice the text because that way there would be no issues with what I was asking.
And that's why we're concerned with this right now, right? When
I will call them again momentarily.
I want to see another. I want to see one of those. I give him credit. I saw him turn around twice while I was waiting for the computer to restart. I kind of didn't think he was going to make it that second time. But I mean, that's a long ass vehicle.
And he made a turn. I think he was trying to spin around, but he didn't do it right. So he had to go into the drive. He had to go into like the driveway of that business and whatnot.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Well, he played it off. He did all right.
Guys, don't forget, still coming up today on the channels, we got Court. This is a lot of fun. That's at 1 o'clock East. We got a Chase at 4:05 East. Then members only at 5:30 for We Got a Case channel.
Who's Handsome just dropped them 5 gifts, by the way.
Well, there's 5 hallelujahs for old Jim. Thank you.
Congratulations to You Betcha, K-Pick, Chris West, Dave M, and RLS, all receiving those freebies. Make sure you got those turned on because you don't want to miss out.
Earlier today, when this was in the Northridge area, he's now in the Canoga Park.
So the truck at gas station left keys. Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Not in there, not in California.
The intersection again, you can see pedestrians, which we've seen many times this morning at these various intersections. One in the crosswalk.
No, I think it's just 100 degrees everywhere in America. It seems. Oh, look at the wrong feed. I wanted to show you. Oh, I don't even have that. Damn it.
We also, by the way, we've missed 2 spike stripping attempts.
I saw the one where the dude was in the middle of the road, and that was really embarrassing.
And the one they took off ahead of them. They get ahead of them, and they get out. And the guy gets out of the car, and by the time he gets out of the car with the spike strip, he's already drove by. Like, come on, man.
Oh, that's too good. Love that.
Talking to them right now.
Michael and Carol. Ooh, and then I see Bean.
Bean, thank you, T-Bow.
Thank you, Bean.
At this point.
Bean, the musical fruit.
Look, a couple of concrete trucks right next to each other.
The competition's blown away by how quickly they're on the job.
When we get that wider view from SkyCal, we did see that it was, at least half a dozen officers behind him. That's the LAPD right now who's been following him. He has not gone onto any highways or freeways. He's been staying on surface.
Yeah, he's been smart about staying off of those.
I'm surprised there isn't more traffic out on the roads. We've been kind of lucky in that.
That thing's a beast.
You can see this is somewhat of an industrial area. You have school buses at the top hand part of your screen. Kids obviously off school, but potentially in camp, moving around.
Camp.
This other industrial area, we've seen pedestrians.
What kind of camps we sending these kids to?
Through some residential areas. Which always can make things very tricky and nerve-wracking for police who are pursuing the suspect. He's now at Eaton Avenue and Galt Street.
If you're in that area, watch out.
The speed, on these surface streets.
Yeah, I always love whenever they do traffic on TV news.
The interesting thing right now.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
And one of the things they can do.
Whoa.
Wham-a-lam.
Oh, here goes. Listen, this is a chase in the LA area. You never know. What are you doing? Asking for directions?
Never mind. We see there's a shitload of cops behind you. Go ahead.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if they pull back far enough, we might see that there is a bunch of cops right behind them, or maybe they are just eye in the sky.
Yeah, by backing off the pursuing.
Coda's mom, 5 months. Thank you.
In case you're wondering, we're calling atomic concrete right now.
But they ain't ants.
Come on, atomic concrete.
It's up on Craigslist right now.
Because he's not stopping. The police presence didn't seem to cause him any consternation. So we'll just monitor.
You've reached Atomic Concrete Company. Leave a message, and we'll be sure to get back to you.
So was there anything? Was there any specific thing he did?
Hi, Atomic Concrete Company. This is Mikey with We Got a Chase. We're trying to get a comment from you on what's going on. If this is a disgruntled employee that has stolen the vehicle and concrete pumper, or is this a out and out theft? Please give us a call back. We'd love to hear from you. You'll see the number in your records. Thank you. And your friend in Christ, Mikey.
Yes, your friend in Christ. I had to jump over to ABC real quick. There was a couple of interactions there. A guy pulled up in a what appeared to be a town and country minivan, yelling at the dude. Then the dude rolls up in the bicycle.
All right, now we wait, boys.
Oh yeah, you think they're gonna call you right back?
I hope so.
That'd be great.
If they call me back, I almost said my phone number on air, and I was like, "Oop, not gonna do that."
With all that traffic. Yeah, it's this would be a perfect opportunity if there's not as many people out there. I mean,
maybe he's returning it.
Parking going to businesses.
Could you imagine? We haven't seen that yet. That'd be
there on that street, but
that'd be different.
It looks like he's going pretty slow.
Guys, I don't think there's any popo behind him. By the way,
there are some construction workers on the corner.
They're just videotaping him going by.
He knows them. I mean, it looked like they were.
Know them. Stop it.
All construction workers know each other, Creed. Come on.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, like all Jeep drivers always wave at each other. Same with Harley riders.
Yeah, they put their hand down like this, you know. They all know each other. It's like a brotherhood.
Eric B, if they are, we can't. They've been mean lately, so right? Fox,
yeah, Fox has been rough.
Yeah.
You're just gonna hurt somebody. You're gonna get caught no matter what. You're not getting away.
And listen, I'm assuming that this is Marcel's great camera work. So you know.
And so was the other guy.
High definition, some would say.
So it could be he's familiar with some of the people in this area.
Chris, thank you. Appreciate you. I think this is so funny about their construction. They all know each other. They had a beer last Wednesday together.
Yeah. ABC's been nice to us. Fox has been like, I've had like 60 claims by Fox across the board in the last month or so.
Yeah, very possible. I mean, time will tell, right? We'll figure that out. I've seen a lot of concrete pumper trucks, different situations. If
have you?
Like a house or something like that. They sometimes don't even.
Wow, that's a humble brag.
Right? Is this Chris Christie?
Chris Christie knows all about the pumpers.
Black shirt, exactly like that one.
Right, Trisha.
Now here we start to see some real indecision. Why the individual, the suspect, decided?
Yeah, I will say the minivan thing's a little bit odd. That's the second or third time they come through. There's a hooker on the point there.
He said, "Don't answer the phone. It's Mikey."
Cooper, thank you.
Cooper.
Mikey's short bus that he used to drive.
Or drive.
I
got older and they let me drive it for a while.
These pursuits, it's just you never know. You'll make a lot of speculation. And
he was going to be nice. Go drop off the trailer.
He knows where it needs to be today.
Yeah,
he's going to get it there.
We're headed out of that commercial.
Man, if they call me, do you think I could text them on that number?
You ain't getting a hold of them.
times, and that sort of changes things as well.
Oh, Betty.
Driving at a slow rate of speed, kids out on the bicycle.
There'd be a TPO against me from Atomic Concrete before we know it.
Right.
Over summer, and you hate to see that, and you do see the speed pickup.
Maybe, but I mean, just to go out on a limb like that, like they went out on a limb over on KCAL saying that he obviously has a criminal record.
Well, that guy also, the guy that had said that earlier, had also said that if it was the older days, basically, it'd have been over with already.
Well, that's kind of true. They do weird things, kind of weird. And whoever just said 6 miles an hour, he just got up to 35. So take that. That's a high-speed chase now.
Maybe we're looking for somewhere we need to get to.
It's Mike. Pull out the fax machine, please. Send him over a fax real quick.
Can I get your email address real quick?
By the way, what do you think the chances is that the phones go to different places? Because that was a completely different.
Yeah, that was an actual answer. And all I did was hit redial. So I mean, that was a completely different. Answering like an official business one. Maybe he's the Atomic is listening. They're like, oh shit, record a message on there quick. We can't have them calling back again and getting this.
Right. We look so unprofessional. Right?
Yeah.
From one of the vehicles in the crash, jumped into
Rick, how about this? On the channel, there is one that we had live that was
a party
limo
bus
and a bus together. And it was a pretty good ending, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a quite spectacular, some would say.
He is following the rules of the road, at least for now. We did see
we were killing it there for a second.
U-turns, of course.
Listen, 35 in a big old truck like that.
Oh, it takes a little bit of time to get ahead of steam.
Got to be diesel, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we've been watching the
nobody start a conversation about whether diesel explodes or lights on fire.
Because we've seen it happen. We've seen somebody said. I remember we were watching when they're like, "Oh, well, that's diesel; it won't catch fire." Next thing there's a massive fire, burns the entire truck to the ground.
Jolly, if that were true, that'd be fantastic. That would be why he wasn't answering the phone.
The intersection kind of looks a little strange there. Was looking for traffic in both directions, and I think what concerns.
Let me check and see if they've hit me back up on the ground.
It looks like he continues to try and see if there's any LAPD officers.
I love it.
And there are not.
Oh, big
it looks like they've decided to stay in tracking mode, and you can understand.
Again, tracking mode. This is what they do. It's very odd the way they do things in LA. Sometimes they just let things play out. And other times, for no reason, they're super on it,
So this is just one of their many pumpers. They have a red pumper that's really nice.
I'd love to see a red pumper.
I'm pretty sure it is this exact truck
on the website
in this photo right here.
Coming up on Victory Boulevard, I believe, here in a moment.
Oh yeah, hooked up to the red
pumper.
Red pumper. Yeah, that's a much nicer pumper.
That pumper is for the dumper.
Oh,
whoa! Watch out!
Watch out, the plumbing dude there with nice paint.
It said, "How's my driving? Call this number. Good luck."
At 1-800.
Make a difference in how the LAPD handles this because. He made that move without any patrol cars behind him. So if they see that he's going to
what's going on?
Regardless of whether the patrol cars are there, they may get back on this and then try and stop it with some more spike strips.
Yeah, and we're close to an hour.
All right, so I hope that the plumber guy gets out with his baseball bat and runs up to the truck.
Beating the crap of this guy.
Morning, Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea. These guys got a lot of money wrapped up in this stuff. It's definitely...
by this driver. It looks like he's almost
today's word of the day: red pumper.
That thing is nice. The red. This is like their
it's crazy. We do know this
old pumper that we got behind this thing.
That's the damage in the front. We didn't think it was much, and that's the accident that happened at Sherman Way in Corbin. The original accident happened.
Bumper. I hardly know her.
So it looks like he made a turn on.
They've got at least 4 trucks, I think, like this one. From what I can see, they've been on some big jobs, man. They're no chumps.
By the way, we just hit 38. Oh, 40. We're into the 40s now, guys. Woo!
Look at that, baby. We'll be doing speed limit before you know it.
That's right. See, it's just you need some time to build up, get that long range speed going.
Yeah, like the 500 of you that are here right now, drop a like, subscribe, share it out.
Get to the pumper. Where's Fred
Franklin was here earlier. He was actually here.
I want to see what this bitch has got underneath the hood. Let's see it. Let's go.
I'm gonna drop out and drop back in.
You drop out anytime. Come on back anytime. You're welcome.
They'll just send in another one. The helicopter's run out of gas, or they get low on fuel. But
hello, Amy P.
Another one to take over.
Welcome.
And at this point, the best thing.
Oh yeah, look at we almost hit double nickels there. We almost made it. I think we made it to 52, 53 miles an hour, which is quite a bit.
I just make a grand entrance.
Hey, well, Michael said if you come back, he's going to donate $20. So you did.
I'll just come back in and out the entire show.
I was wondering if that was a fake Code Brown situation or not, but nope, came right back.
I was just making sure. I had a strong signal.
There's some cross traffic there, and once you get through that,
Michael hitting us with the crotch drop.
Not much
hello, Jet.
Volume or congestion on Victory, from what I can tell.
But yeah, do us a huge favor. If you're new here, say hello. We'd like to hear from you this morning. I know it's a little early for some of you guys, but also say hello and maybe even jump on that monetary monorail for a ride, like these folks here at the Pumper Express.
Yeah, it is kind of funny how that is how these chases can play out where we're sitting at stoplights like it's just ain't nothing. And you got to wonder if some of them are maybe so blasted they don't even realize that the airships are up there that are still on them. You know, you got to wonder if they think that they're getting away.
Yeah, he's not comfortable sitting still, right? He just does.
He's ready for the day's work. He's
looking for something down there. He's digging for some stale McDonald's French fries from a few years ago.
Yeah, he's just excited.
Hi, Pamela.
He's got a big day's work ahead of him, Pamela.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Drinking out of and showing, and here it goes through that intersection turning left.
Hi, DG. Hallelujah. Thank you.
Oh, that was her. Okay. See, I didn't get to see the part where he clipped a few cars.
Interesting. So he's on his best behavior now.
Oh yeah. He's like,
are we rolling into the park here? Or
maybe the atomic plumbing pumping over there thought it was like that lady calling to yell at him about hitting her car or something.
It's double F. Well, Kenneth, what's the frequency?
It's kind of hard for
Christopher.
They're not going to be able to do it. I'm telling you.
If you're traveling at 50 or 60, you might be able to hide behind a car and throw it out. When you're doing 9 miles an hour, he just sees them.
He is
DWL TV.
Around the spike strips that they threw out.
Channel 69.
Boulevard earlier, so now we're northbound on Winnetka.
Hey, Richard.
If they continue north,
Richard.
Head to Baltimore. Hope you got your bulletproof vest. And we almost took the show to Baltimore to 98 Rock. Thank God we did.
Hey,
that's all I know. You're driving through Colorado, heading to Baltimore. I hope you're not driving. Jesus Christ, that take a week, no?
Oh, that's a hell of a ride right there.
Hey, Gary.
Richard's always on it. Gary, how are you? Love our Garys.
Extremely erratic. He's not comfortable sitting still. He's fidgeting, bouncing up and down.
Yeah, he's on drugs, Chris.
I like. Look, I'm playing devil's advocate. I think he's just really excited about heading to work.
Gary, where are you?
I mean, he's just really looking forward to the day.
Does it take erratic behavior? Does it take
what?
The hell is this guy at the airport?
I don't know. He's catching a flight.
He's heading to Baltimore too with Richard. I don't know.
We see different agencies with different policies. We see CHP that seems to be a little more.
By the way, Heidi G celebrating 21 months a member. 21 months a member.
Well, I think that's an OG, Heidi.
Damn. And she said, here's to 21 more. Love it. Thank you, Heidi.
Are you really driving from Colorado to Baltimore? That's actually, I would enjoy that, actually.
I guarantee you, me and Crass can do it in 2 days.
I guarantee that it's only going to go downhill as you go from state to state on your way to Baltimore.
Is he trying to turn into this? What is that?
I don't know what he's doing. There's a big rig in front of him. And... Yeah, doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or reason to what he's doing and where he's going.
Oh, this could be the first of his last mistakes.
Griggsy, that looks like the only. Nah, I think there's one over there to the right. Well, listen, he doesn't have any pressure on him.
These guys going to work?
They're looking for work. We're at the Home Depot, Mike. You don't know how this
Oh,
works.
okay. Shout out to Nancy Jennings over here dropping them 5 gift memberships. Nancy,
the best. Thank you.
This is pretty interesting. Open up a little bit, Marcel. Parking lots. There's a few cars in there, but yeah, okay. Those guys are starting to follow, possibly.
Well,
the truck and.
Well, I mean, no, or they're going into lane 33 bar and grill.
Yeah, they're going to get something to eat. They ain't following him.
They could care less about this dude driving his pumper through the parking lot.
Do they? Come on now. Only police we know are the people that chase people on foot that are in cars still. We've seen it happen a million times. They're not going to do that. This guy's just passing through. Happy he's here. Saying what's up.
Captain, hope you're healing up good.
Oh.
When the accident occurred, Tony, they had a lot of patrol.
That'd be fun if you did. I don't know. Usually when we get this far into a chase, we always want to ask chat, how do you guys think this is going to end? I don't think that it's going to end in an accident. I think he's going to end up just pulling over and just getting out and laying down, to be honest. I hate saying that, but
I think he's going to go in here and get something to eat or maybe get something to drink at the liquor store.
At the U.S. liquor store and barber.
Creed and I will be able to drink tonight because they call me Rose with 5 gift memberships, baby.
Thank you, guys. Love that. Members only for We Got a Case channel tonight at 5:30, and 531 of you want you to come back. 405 East. If you like car chases and police stuff and drunks and wild women,
just having a good time, baby. We're just having good times over here.
This is an employee.
This makes no sense. I don't know. I don't know. And why we don't have the cops just I mean, every once in a while, just apply a little pressure, just so you know we're around. We see you. We're still here. You know?
I'm pretty sure he just told a lie. He said, I'm pretty sure LAPD has already contacted Atomic Pumping Company. Good luck.
Yeah, they ain't gonna answer the phone for us. They ain't answering your phone. Marcel, our man.
So there was nobody coming at him at that point.
Open it up, Marcel.
Pull it back.
Thank you. You're gonna make me cry.
He's my favorite guy to work with.
He's so erratic. I mean, obviously, you look at that, and the first thing comes to mind, more than likely drugs or alcohol. Because
now over here on ABC, calling him a criminal and a druggie. How dare you?
How effing dare you?
Oh, now he's sick with mental health issues also, Mike.
Well,
the behavior is
I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. Right, Edwin?
My man.
What are you doing here, Edwin? There's got to be a grass fire somewhere for you.
Live life a little longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay fresh a little longer with Big Red.
But there was a motorcycle there, and fortunately,
it's right in 405 East.
And hopefully, he stops here. But we've seen this so many times. It looks like he's going to pull over to the shoulder and stop. Maybe get some shade there for a moment, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
By the way, if you join us for We Got a Chase today, you're going to find out what jugging is. That's right, kids. Jugging.
Jugging?
Jugging.
I'm not even going to guess. It's too early in the morning for that.
No, it's very seductive.
Basically, staying in the same area.
We're also going to talk about Mikey's first soaking when he did
jugging.
that. It's a few years ago, and then we're going to talk about buggery. It's going to be. This is an educational channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to learn a lot of things. We'll talk blue waffles.
Let me check and make sure Atomic Pumping isn't messaging me.
Vehicles pulling into the area at this point in time. We do not. I don't see any, Tony.
Yeah, look at that.
Wide shot,
Nobody around.
We'll push back in.
They have really dropped off.
As we mentioned over and over again, he's not driving very fast.
Yeah, it is
completely
random up
Yeah.
to YouTube.
That can be dangerous.
I mean, there's claims that people say the more you interact with the channel, more likely you are to get one. But
I don't believe that, because a bunch of people have come in and said, "Oh, I saw in my email that I got it." You know, so I don't know how they do.
Yeah, 7:20 was the time we got for the initial crash. It was in Chatsworth, at DeSoto, and Lassen. We're still trying to figure out exactly what happened in the initial crash, because
Maybe
initially we got the report that it was a hit-and-run accident, and then we got a report that there was a stolen vehicle. So we don't know if maybe the suspect driving this vehicle was one of the individuals in that first crash and then got out and stole this truck. We haven't been able to piece it together, so that's unclear, but we know the accident.
Wow, we're throwing theories around today.
Oh, we really are. We really are.
Take this job and shove it. Buggery. Oh, that's a whole nother subject.
So I said we're going to learn about buggery. We're going to learn about your first time soaking.
Alexa, what is buggery?
What a dick. Good morning.
Morning, everybody. Hope the kids are at camp.
And then we saw LAPD say, "Hey, back off, but just go to tracking, keep the helicopter."
Oh, damn it!
He's making radio calls, getting it out on which streets. Oh, they threw something out.
It
looked like that bottle that he was possibly drinking.
Write that dude up for littering.
Yeah, make sure that's on his list of things. Nice nature strip there.
For the most part, in the west end of the San Fernando Valley, extremely erratic as far as the motions of the suspect. You know,
Anthony, I know they do things weird. Listen, I always use this one. I always use that one day where we had two different chases. Both were the same one. One was just like this. Or no, if I'm not mistaken, no, it wasn't the same one. The first one was actually pretty serious, and they backed off and let him go. And then the other one was some stupid theft charge or something, some dumb failure to stop or something. And they were on his ass and wiped him out. You just never know.
He's in there hand jiving or something.
Super Ross, just make up shit. Just
I guess not a pursuit at this
point,
point since they're not actively
just making
him. But yeah, like I said,
tell him that
he was going more
too Canadian.
It's not easy trying to explain to anybody soaking, but we're gonna try.
Absolutely, especially with a truck this big, and you know, it's like we look at it, it's still a pursuit, right? I mean,
I will say this: if he hits anybody, it's going to do massive amount of damage just because it's so heavy.
Oh, and Super Ross, just tell him you found a hard sock, and he'll just be embarrassed and walk away.
Speaking of hard socks, I got one right now. Chris with the gift membership over here on Credence and MIKEY. Thank you, Chris. Making dreams come true.
For a couple of morons. That'd be us.
We don't want to do anything to make this individual drive more erratically than he has in a couple situations.
Look, I was very excited last night. One of our fine viewers shared a story in the Discord about how her two sons love listening to the show and love being around. And they both were saying that they wanted to start a show
I like that.
like you know, our show. But then I was very sad to hear they both want to be Creed. So, you know,
it's the day of Creed.
I went to bed and cried. It was just not a good night for the kid.
By the way, though, I laughed. It's funny with her posting some of the things that she's bought. It is so in line with our humor. So I completely understand. Alex. So I completely understand, you know, why she's around. I get it. I mean, it's just like it's a plethora of things, just like Mikey showed us with his ass man.
Yeah, you know, stuff, and it's the weird things people say all the time, like, "Oh my God, you guys are just far too immature. You guys are just not taking things seriously." No, there's enough things serious in this world that we don't need to be here and be super serious.
Jessica, you see that right there? It might be too small if you're on a phone. Though,
Sherman Way and DeSoto Avenue.
And Winnetka.
So This is a place not to be serious. It's just what it is.
Did we miss Mayor? Sorry if I did.
Oh.
Thank you, Peter.
If Mayor's over, yeah, I'm looking at Greetings and Mikey. So if anybody's doing it over on We Got a Chase, I apologize. Thank you.
Big Dog, he's had so many chances. I mean, he's been stopped in so many parking areas.
They're talking to someone like a friend or family member, and the family member.
We'll see. I still think that's what he's going to do. But
talking to the police. In this situation, I haven't seen.
Be interesting to see if he.
But certainly extremely.
I mean, at some point they got to bring a unit over. No, I just don't.
I mean, we were hot and heavy on him at the beginning. I mean, we were really on him.
Can somebody explain to me why the hell he's at the airport? I
mean, he's welcoming people.
Bean, thank you, and Winnetka.
Perfect pronunciation.
Thank you, Gragnall. Helping these morons out.
All right, here's the thing. He can park and just walk away right now. Right?
Yeah. I mean,
Marcel.
All the way in, tight as we can go.
Oh,
get in there.
Let's see those nose hairs, Marcel. Come on now.
Marcel, let's see how tight you can get it.
Very good.
Because they're embarrassed because they tried 2 times with the spikes.
Oh, yeah. We've already tried twice and just effed up every single time. Creed, did you miss that?
Oh, I knew there's gonna be some complaints there. That's one thing we don't really do. Did it go off though? Did it tell you what buggery was?
I mean, I saw some people say that it actually did go off. So I apologize. No wonder nobody wants to beat me.
I know, it's too funny.
I apologize. Get it in nice and tight, Marcel.
Well,
I know Marcel's around somewhere right now.
There's been a lot of alleged things so far.
None of them good, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, some people said it's from a gas station.
This man out.
Disgruntled employee.
You made him an alcoholic, a drug addicted fool.
Got a criminal record, Samantha. This dude does. I heard it.
And I have a call in right now to the folks over at Atomic Pumping. We have yet to hear back, but I am keeping an eye out for it.
Oh, police are behind him again. Open up. They've decided to get right behind him again.
Oh, here comes the law.
Mayor.
Here comes the mayor.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
Okay, I think I might be back on air with you, Tony. They're re-engaging. You see the LAPD cruisers right behind.
I like how it hasn't changed his behavior at all. He could care less.
He's like,
once the suspect gets through, okay, made a turn.
Oh, Stacy.
Stacy, nothing better way to kick off your day and put Mikey behind on all the other stuff he was doing in the chase.
He has made a decision now to re-engage, to get right up behind the vehicle. It wouldn't surprise me if they've got units up in front as well.
Maybe.
Another spike.
Allegedly.
Oh, God, they're going to try another one. Should I get the swing and a miss ready?
Get this over with. It looks like they were not content to continue to follow just with the helicopter overhead, and now they have a couple of patrol cars behind the suspect.
Yes, Scott, could get interesting now that they're right behind that vehicle. If you're just joining us here on our stream with ABC7, we've been watching this police pursuit since close to 7:30 this morning after.
Wow, we've been going a long time already, an hour.
Yeah.
And now here we are watching it live as Atomic Concrete Pumping Truck
been there one time.
hauling a large piece of equipment there is now being pursued. As Scott's been telling us, they went into tracking mode. And now,
are you caught up?
About an hour later.
Give me one sec.
Oh, now he's not at the. So that explains why. Or is that the same dude?
Yeah, that's him.
What the suspect does now, because we've been, talking.
Thank you for the $5.
Hi, good to see you.
Okay.
Good to see you. I knew you'd be here eventually.
They may back off once again, but right now it appears the suspect.
Eric, before the coppers pulled up, I was thinking that, but he doesn't really seem to care. Now he's just looking at him weird, checking the tires again, looking for the number.
Not sure exactly what he might be looking for, but You know, he's been so erratic. He can't sit still. He's bouncing back and forth, gesturing.
He's
at people
pumped,
he doesn't
man.
know.
He's hype.
Us in the helicopter.
Maybe this is his first stolen car. Who knows?
Maybe.
But having the patrol cars right behind him, Tony, hasn't
Yeah,
seemed to change
must be.
his demeanor or the way he's driving.
I'm pretty sure
which
that.
is kind of good because now they can be right behind him.
It's getting too dangerous.
Take off and get away from those patrol cars.
Exactly. And as he's making a turn
Right.
onto this other street, we continue to try to watch him. You've been talking about his erratic behavior in the vehicle.
Terry says there's allegedly another pursuit going on in the OC.
Oh, so we'll find out soon when people start pulling out.
Dick Harris, thank you.
That erratic behavior hasn't,
Thank you,
transferred into
Dick.
his driving on the road. Although, like you said, now that police are actively pursuing him like this instead of tracking mode, hopefully that doesn't change. And so far, so good, right?
Yeah, and we understand now.
Chris, you can put exclamation point mail in there. It'll bring it up, and it's CB email at gmail.com. Soon to be CM.
Sure.
CB at gmail.com, right?
Yep. CB
We don't see him swerving too badly, but boy, the way he's jumping.
show
email
at gmail.
Say now he's driving under the influence of something. We are stopped now.
Let's not go crazy.
Mikey, can you read this for me? I'm going to say thank you for the 2 bones, Kiernov.
Siri, what is pegging?
Just reading the comments. I don't know what to tell you guys.
I don't know what that means.
Larry, you're just in time.
Larry.
Just getting ready to be like just crazy.
Yeah, right now we're completely stopped.
You don't know me.
Victory Boulevard, headed eastbound at Canoga Avenue. And we're just going to have to see, or it might be the other way around, and looking out the window south on Canoga at Victory, what the suspect does. But the good news is, Tony, we're at an intersection right now. We've seen pursuits in a lot of cases when this happens.
I mean,
the suspect go right through a red light.
well,
danger himself and others.
I mean, he's got cops behind him, and he's sitting at the
And I think
red
that's why
light
they
zone.
went back to this track, or back to the re-engaging with the right behind him, because it hasn't changed the way he's driving at all.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
looks like he's got his door slightly open, probably hanging on to the door. Okay, now he closed the door.
His door was ajar.
Probably, like you said, trying to.
Like he's at the airport now. Fantastic.
Well, I mean, me and Scott,
at this point,
one of us has to be here at all times.
Red light. Do they get out and try to talk to him? You
Well,
said
they
used the
said
horn?
Alan, that there was some units up front that they were going to try that, but they've, I guess, not yet.
I think he psyched him out and made a turn.
Well, see, now he should have went over there by the mall before. Pro tip wouldn't have been open anyway. It's only 8:30.
Maybe he's waiting for it to open.
Because it's tough to do if you're sitting down. So they want to be behind the door. They want to be safe, and they want to be in a position where they can protect themselves. And so in most cases, they'll stop the vehicle, they'll open the doors. You got both the driver and a passenger. They'll both get out. More than likely, with the guns drawn, they just don't know what they're dealing with at this point in time. But
he really is at the Home Depot. I predicted the future,
what
Mike.
they have to deal with here. They
Well, I mean,
absolutely positively would not want anything to end in gun battle in a situation like this.
Wow.
What are we arming the dude?
My God.
Exactly where
How did he get armed all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Going this slow, it's really hard to get one out. But I think we're going to
Get one out.
Just lit. It's way too early for that. Don't even know. There's some spike
Way
strips.
too
Don't even start. We've done enough damage today already this morning. All right, they're running up the corner.
They can do it. I know they
Let's
can.
go. Knock her over to the right there to the corner. So we can,
in just in time.
Oh, look at that. Right around him. Gee, how did he do that? Amazing. Oh, we're going to sit here?
Obviously, a wheel man.
Obviously.
They missed it. There you go. They're dragging it back. So he
Well,
wasn't able to get around that.
they certainly missed it. Yeah.
Well, we're good then. He's
in front of that vehicle. So you've got to try and get out there into the intersection at the right time, toss it out in front of him, and then pull it back real quick. So if he does run over it, it doesn't flatten the tires of the.
I'm not saying
right
anything
behind him, but
about
yeah,
nothing.
that's at least the third, if not the fourth time they've tried to spike strip.
Tell you what I'm going to tell you.
Unsuccessful. This isn't the
Just a couple people shy of 600 with us, by the way, and I will be RB.
Go ahead, Creed. You got this.
And boy, it could cause so much
Do,
injury to anybody surrounding area. So,
I don't even know where we are in the comments, so I'm gonna start at what they call the bottom.
Suits that we cover and so many different types of vehicles.
Nightbot, what are you doing here? Stop.
You know, what was it?
Oh, is that what happened? Okay, well that makes sense.
Kinetic vehicle, an RV, and now this.
Yeah. Anything you could think of, I think we've seen pursued.
Yeah, it's a swing and a miss. It happens.
There was a tank in San Diego. I've seen a bus being pursued one time.
What are we doing? What's our plan? We're just.
And it looks like now, there's no rhyme or reason to this, Tony. I've never been able to figure it out.
I thought we were going to do something for a second.
They're going back in the
if you're new, say hello. Drop a like. Good to see everybody.
So just follow them from the helicopter. So the patrol cars have backed off once again. We're back on Victory Boulevard. Same exact spot we were when we were talking, 10 minutes ago, Tony. And this is where he got some speed up because there was no traffic around him. You're traveling eastbound.
There you go. Good advice.
Pierce College once again. There's more traffic at the intersection up ahead
Gary.
Last time. It's probably getting closer to when most of the classes start.
Gary, where are you?
Here or activities. But we're right next to Pierce College, and we're back on tracking mode. It's just a helicopter overhead.
Wow. So this is the second time we've gone into tracking mode.
There's always a chance.
Attempt to actively
back in tracking mode again.
Speed looks to be going the speed limit. There was one point he did reach close to 60. It seems like that was the fastest that he was going. But his behavior in that vehicle, I guess we're zoomed in now, looks like he's got both hands on the wheel, but
10 and 2.
He was very erratic in his behavior with his sunglasses, with that canned drink, and whatever clothing he was possibly trying to get. But this is a man that we've been seeing with long sleeve shirts. Again, we don't know anything about him. Don't know if he's an employee of the Atomic Concrete Pumping Company. But definitely something that's just really interesting, going in and out of the tracking mode, watching from ahead with the helicopter. You got to be wondering what's going through this guy's mind. Although you did say that they do believe this is a DUI, some type of influence, right?
Yeah.
Now it's a DUI.
We sort of got an idea that was the case. Just by the way, he was so agitated, couldn't sit still, always moving around. I mean, you usually only see that type of activity from someone if they're under the influence of something. And now police have confirmed that. There is a little chatter right now about going back into surveillance, going back into mode right behind him, re-engaging and trying into the spike strip. It's on Victory Boulevard, and he's going to stop here. There's some stoplight traffic. It's a little more difficult to do the spike strip in this area where you have long stretches. And I think they're going to start to re-engage it. We're going up again. They're probably about a half mile away, but it looks like they're speeding up. In a situation like this where you don't have a lot of real major stops or areas where that you could hide for the spike strip, it's kind of difficult to do it. It's going to be easier on some of the, those blocks where you have a lot of things to hide behind, whether it's a vehicle that's parked on the shoulder. You see Victory Boulevard, you really can't park on. You can on some spots, and the speeds will be a little higher on Victory.
I don't know who Lester is.
On some of the smaller streets we've seen in the industrial area, the commercial area where the suspect was before. But certainly with no traffic around him, not traveling very fast, so we bring up the real-time speed tracker, probably, 25 miles an hour, so maybe 30 there. But they may re-engage again, Tony. They're talking about it. I saw the patrol car start to pull up, and then I saw them back off. So, these things are so difficult to try to predict. So. It's nearly impossible. If you think you're going to figure out what's going to happen on a pursuit, we'll think again. It'd be like, winning the lottery. You just never seem to know. And you just never seem to know really how police are going to approach it.
I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to let them keep going, I guess. I don't know.
The supervisor is, depending on how the driver is driving, the type of vehicle he's driving, the conditions, sunny day today, but sometimes they're in rain. Depending on all those factors, so dynamic, it's really difficult to try and predict anything in a situation like this.
Amy P.
It looks like ahead of him is a pretty busy intersection. We saw that zoomed out. It seems like he is going. It's the good news. But can you tell us a little bit more about the crash this morning? Now that we're going past the hour.
Yeah, we need the likes. Very quick, since we've got a moment. If you guys want to do us a favor for fun. Go type in the search live police chase or live car chase, and you won't find us.
Really?
I just did it 4 times, 4 different ways.
Well,
and not a damn thing.
that verifies our thinking of what's going on with the channel right now.
Yeah. You should try just try and see.
We don't think there was a lot of damage in that crash. We saw
Bob Dobbs, ladies and gentlemen, $2 super sticker. Thank you. And right behind you, Marcel's female parole agent. Thank you. I call you a gilf, by the way. That picture.
When they're driving this slow, the suspect can see them. That makes it much more difficult. But getting back to
Marcel Warden,
after that initial accident, stolen vehicle pursuit, we think maybe stolen, we don't know for sure. There was another crash. It wasn't a violent crash. There's only a little damage to the front of the vehicle, and that makes sense because the suspect hasn't been driving at a very high rate of speed.
I think he's gonna, Rocky. I think he's gonna get out and give up and lay on that hot pavement. That's good. That's my guess.
During the whole time they've had the LAPD helicopter.
Oh, chef.
Slow rate of speed right now on Victory Boulevard. Headed eastbound, stopping from time to time.
Yeah, it's where YouTube gives you a little slap and says F you, and we're going to F with the algorithm. And
it's interesting, the whole spike strips and how they strategize in order to get into the right place at the right time.
All right, well, Carl Edwards, you were a great NASCAR driver, by the way. Glad you're back around. That's actually good. I appreciate that feedback, though.
It's a blessing for sure.
It would be the Credence and Mikey YouTube that is seems to be.
Yeah, Credence and Mikey on YouTube says in the bag races. I'll go back and see what that long ass name was.
Without him seeing it, but you can see
Marcel's female parole agent.
All right, he's got the spikes out this time. He's in the middle of the road.
He's ready this time.
Can't really see the officers.
Yeah, T, that's usually the that's usually it. Unless you send a super chat, then we're just whores. So
yes, and I will tell our mods to be careful what you're considering bad. That thing, you know. Thank you. It's Sweet Tea. Yes. Charlie Payne, you're fine, my friend. You're fine.
He's seen the officer.
All right, he should be hiding a little bit behind that vehicle.
Run. Ooh, what a throw.
Nice throw, but you left him a whole lane to get through.
What
Hide
a great
behind
throw.
the vehicle.
Run. Throw it again. Run.
Hide in front of the vehicle.
Run.
So they almost got it. And you can tell the LAPD officer's a little hesitant. He really doesn't want to.
If FedEx did not drop Chewy at our,
exactly.
I don't think they even pulled in. We're out of cat food, and it's very annoying.
You never know, like you said, when they're going
to. And Chewy's on its way, and I think they just delivered it to the neighbors again for the second time. Very annoying.
Oh, maybe the neighbors will bring it up for you.
Hey, you know, the fact that they have laid off as much as they have almost lends me to believe or have credence. See what I did there? That they know who the dude is, which means it might be an employee. If you think about that, usually if they know who the person is,
yeah,
they're less reluctant to be on it. By the way, I missed a few of these. I'm caught up.
If this individual's an employee of the concrete pumping company.
That was, by the way, that was a decent throw. It was still a failure.
Despite all of these attempts,
but it was a decent throw.
He tried. I give it to law enforcement for at least trying, because otherwise, you know, it's just a S show, some would say.
ASP and most just sit back and laugh at stuff like this, no doubt.
Are you guys sure?
60, 70, you know, somebody
really?
That could be possible.
I'm getting word of something in my ear, Creed. Hold on one second.
Okay. Hey, are you guys in the truck ain't even saying nothing to me about that?
Megaluya? From who?
You know, they can't just let this go and not follow it. They're back into, it appears, just a track. Although we're hearing now it's about
Cat. Hello.
There it is. That's a Megaluya.
Going to try another spike strip, so hopefully they'll be.
Wasn't even ready.
Cat.
Still gonna look around like there's a cat coming. Cat, thank you so much. Great to see you. And yeah, I like the morning chase. We don't get many morning chases.
We don't get many chases at all anymore, it seems like.
Good point.
work. So now they're going to put a radio call out and try and set up another spot where they can try it. But if they're successful with
Cat, a true legend here.
heavy, I think
He's been around for
no time.
Andrew with a proper dad joke. If a robber robs a house under renovation and accidentally leaves his handprint on wet cement, does that mean that the police have concrete evidence?
What's
Spot
interesting
on.
though is that his behavior in the vehicle.
Very good stuff there, Andrew. By the way, Andrew will be opening up for Bishop at Dead Crow Comedy Club this coming Saturday. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, hopefully. It seems like it comes and goes with this guy, though. You'll see a pretty erratic behavior, and then you'll see him kind of calm. So, yeah, hopefully whatever he's under the influence of is wearing off a little bit, and he comes to his senses. Just a matter of...
Are we really sticking with that?
Yeah.
Just guessing, but probably can't get more than about 6 miles a gallon.
Always good to see you too, Cat.
Bless you, Cat. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Everybody in here, 613 of you. Please make sure to like this. It helps out a ton.
I believe LAPD would have that type of information. They'd want that.
Especially when there's channels that are just restreaming stuff and getting 30,000 people.
This is going to be...
So we really appreciate you being here.
And back at Van Owen. So they'll have another attempt here to try and get a spike strip.
Thank you, Hemingway.
Awesome for a moment there behind the trees. But he's headed on Van Owen towards Reseda Boulevard, and we'll see what happens.
Is Dick Harris by any chance on the monetary model right down there?
Yeah. Let me see.
Hint. Yeah, double check that, Mikey. Make sure that...
I'm pretty sure he is. If my old eyes don't deceive me.
This guy really is. If you move away from the wheel for a moment.
He jumped out and left. That's what happened.
The back. And
yes,
Tony looks
back at the airport newsroom.
What we saw earlier, that's for sure. But from time to time,
I love it when you guys get it.
Dick Harris.
Weaving back and forth,
I'm looking.
Putting his hands in front of his face, putting his sunglasses on, taking them off.
Marissa, what?
He had a bottle in his hand.
I'm not,
apple juice.
I mean, I don't have any more of those confetti things that you just pop the confetti and stuff.
If he continues,
most channels would basically.
So do they have on both sides? Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I see what happened. Dick Harris, your name was misspelled right there. That's why you didn't see it. That's what it was.
It was DCK.
It'd be hard to get around both of these.
I'm sorry.
That's what it was.
I don't know what. This is for Cat.
Simon John, thank you, Tubo. You played the graphic. Tons of people in the chat said thank you. We thanked you. I played an extra hallelujah. I was speechless for a second because, I don't know what.
Anything else we should do? Anything?
Cat, you want to come over for dinner later? I'll cook
Cat, like foot rubs?
It almost feels like he's
Cat,
it only lasts about 30 seconds, but it is a foot rub. Oh, he put on a hoodie.
I mean, that's got to be the drugs, right? I mean, the guy just...
I mean, it's obvious that the dude's probably on drugs, but I mean, just to keep going back, it's just funny to me.
I've gotten word that he may be intoxicated on drugs.
I've gotten word in my ear that he's probably got a pretty big criminal rap sheet.
First time drug user, long time listener.
Oh, Pass, I've been there, done that. Maybe that's what he's been searching for the whole time. Oh, some more of his friends, you mean?
You see that road work
they know him.
That's going to force him into one lane. And
maybe they're going to do like one of those.
You can see where the road work is. And
this cop.
Yes. He's hiding behind a pole, but he's a little bit. That'd be like Mikey and I trying to hide behind a telephone.
All right, we got him on both sides.
Oh, wow.
Are we going to do it, guys?
We're really
it?
We're really trying.
The moment.
Shelby, long time listener, first time caller. Go ahead. Oh, west of the Rockies line.
Thank you.
Do you guys think it's a standoff now, guys? We got a standoff.
Both sides of the intersection, they're hiding. They know this guy is.
He's gonna pull a Yui. Get ready.
Oh, that'd be fun. He probably doesn't even see them though. I don't know.
Oh, he's so high and drugged up, Creed.
That's
There's
right.
no way.
Huge drug addict.
There you go. It's going to be really difficult for him to get past this. There you go.
Got him.
Yeah, there's one. Maybe
got one, anyways. I think
2 tries.
What's up, Dick?
Why'd he pull it so hard?
I believe they were worried about
That's what she said.
traffic there.
Oh my god!
Got to get into just the right lane. But we're going to get around to the other side. I'm pretty sure they got that right front.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he did too. But it looked like it broke away from the.
And I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like he changed his shirt. He's wearing now like a gray or white.
I saw you guys say that in the comments. You guys are very astute.
The sweatshirt off. If he had
oh yeah, it's a T-shirt.
He's whipping it on, whipping it off.
Whipping it on. Somebody call into ABC7 and tell him they're getting this wrong. He's a gang member. Obviously, he's putting on his gang colors.
Yes.
He's got a long rap sheet. Obviously, he's a criminal. He's a druggie. And now he's a gang member. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this portion is brought to you by Popeyes, Louisiana Kitchen.
If you're looking to tickle your taste buds, grab some of that delicious Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Michigan chicken.
By the way, the Ghost, I think it's Ghost, blackened something ranch sauce that they got. So good.
Oh, you've had it?
Yeah.
I hadn't.
Yeah, very good. They have some good sauces. They got a good spicy hot mustard too. Yeah, I don't think he changed his shirt. I think it's just a new guy driving.
Yeah, he switched drivers. There's one sleeping behind him when he's done. You know,
it's just like them long haul truckers switch out. You know, it's been a long drive.
All right, so if this tire is going down and does start falling apart, it should fall apart pretty quickly because it's a heavy vehicle. It's real heavy.
So, yeah. Then he can only make what? Left turns or right turns?
Zoom in real tight, Marcel. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Marcel's just on it. I don't even have to ask.
Right, like that spike strip.
Raiders.
Front right-hand tire there. But we do have video showing a previous attempt. I think there were 5 or 6 attempts.
Don't show those. It's embarrassing. Don't do that. ABC, come on.
The last one was
the opposite. Oh,
into the intersection, but the one
that's wrong.
This one shows that first.
This one shows the ineptitude of this officer.
That's a hard maneuver. They train for this, right?
Oh, that's embarrassing. They're playing the reruns of the highlights.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't train that well.
I'm pretty sure he got that last. That's what it's called. Thank you, Kylie. Mardi Gras mustard. It's very good if you like the mustard.
Mardi Gras. How smart is that? By the way, Marcel's troll wants to send more money. Go right ahead.
Getting set up in time.
Please.
If they are hiding around the corner, they might be able to get them.
I'm not. I mean, I'm pretty sure it got all the damn signs in the way. Oh yeah, it's down.
It seems like it's way down.
Yeah.
It looks like
it's going to start shredding if it gets above 5 miles an hour.
He's checking right now to see if he's got any change, and he's also looking for somewhere he can get some air for that tire. Hey man, your tire's flat.
All right, dude.
Vehicle, if you will, as far as how fast the suspect will be able to drive, won't be able to drive as fast. He won't be able to control the vehicle as well. That's for sure.
The lawn ain't going to mow itself.
That's right. Unfortunate.
Unless your neighbors get really embarrassed to come over and do it for free.
Careful, bud.
It's right down to the rim almost. He's going to lose control.
It's a rim job.
It is definitely. It's really close to a rim job.
I mean, I think that he topped out at 53 miles an hour for about 10 seconds. So other than that, he's basically been idling.
He's conserving gas the entire time.
That tire's down pretty good.
When that rim does kiss that road, baby.
What's our speed here? He's getting desperate because it's flat.
He's going faster than he has the entire time almost.
Now's not the time to do that.
That's the same intersection we were at a moment ago.
What's he doing? You can't go that way.
Oh, well, now it's all wrapped up in the back tire.
Oh, beautiful.
I think
beautiful.
Might have got both. Now we're going to.
Oh, that trailer. That trailer. Okay. If that trailer goes, the tires go flat on that, and he starts dragging it, it's going to be insane.
Yeah,
let's just put it that way. It's going to be nuts if that trailer goes flat.
Now, not only is the right front flat,
because then he's just going to drag it.
Thank you, Marcel's prison man. Appreciate it.
Wow. So about 7 attempts with those spike strips, and it looks like 2 were successful. One on the front,
make me laugh.
And the other on the rear tires there.
Did he get the rear tires though?
Yeah, absolutely. It was wrapped up in the tire.
Oh, I mean on
Had
the
to, right?
trailer. No, he definitely got. I think it got both of the rear tires on the truck. I wonder if it got the trailer though.
Without losing too much control.
No, it'll slowly go right down to the rim, though. It just takes time. You know, that tire's just going to come off. If you travel at a higher speed, it'll come off quicker, obviously, with more friction. Sometimes they even catch on fire. We are hearing now they're not certain
I'm hearing
it actually deployed if it
hearing cats in my ear.
And got that rear tire.
Okay. Well, Scott, on our stream.
Thanks.
Wow. I mean, Creed's not excited, but boy, am I.
Thanks, Scott.
Cat, you're the best.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, I have a grandchild that'll be born in February. Male or female, its name will be Cat.
Great.
By the way, Kat did say also to include my other foot in the massage, and of course, for more appreciation, didn't get enough earlier. Love you guys.
Damn it, Cat.
Thank you so much, Kat. I appreciate you.
And Kat, you don't know, this couldn't come at a better time with us being basically shadow banned over on good old YouTube for the Credence and Mikey channel. That's all right. You get a slap on the wrist. They do that sometimes, but that's all right because family picks you up. We appreciate that.
Kirnoff, listen, we always talk like the time in Brazil when we saw them pew pew from a helicopter. I don't know. They do things so different. Listen, there's not even any popo behind them now, it seems. They do things differently. There's no doubt about it. I'm not going to put it past seeing someday like ASP pew pewing out a tire. I wouldn't doubt that a bit.
I mean, eventually, one day, we got to make progress.
Oh, yeah. That's progress, baby.
Mikey and the Trackers out to dinner.
Have no fear, Cody Raids is here.
Out to dinner. That tire's holding up a lot longer than I expected, by the way.
That's still pretty good.
Curb there.
Oh, curb
doesn't
job.
help very much when you've got hardly any tires.
By the way, for all you that said we didn't appreciate Cat's dono enough, so will now be called the Cat Pumper
On the right front. They got the spike
Express. There you go.
Now we understand, according to the LAPD, they believe it's the left rear that's going to go flat next. That the spike strip did deploy, and they're going to get the left rear to go flat. We don't see an indication of that yet, but it takes a moment or two. And if that becomes the case, it's going to be real difficult for the suspect to maintain control.
Welcome.
But with one tire, tire, one tire down to the rim, the right front, and speeds at 50 miles an hour. Here on Little
Cool. My son Owen said, I love trains. He wants to hear the soundbite. I got it coming right up.
That's right. Instant requests.
Yeah, we're playing all your favorite requests here. I got it.
I like trains.
Here's a good one, and it's loud.
Oh, by the way, I apologize for yesterday's show when I played the Dukes of Hazzard sound. I guess a few people said it was a little hot. And I scared them and their dog that were watching later on in the day, and they said, I love you guys, but look down.
Coming to fruition here as we watch.
Best with grape jelly. I didn't know that.
Don't you have court today or something? Good to see you, though. I'm glad you're here.
Speaking of court, that's up next. Unless this thing keeps going, we're down to an hour until court time. Just FYI.
But still not going too fast, stopping at the lights, and fortunately avoiding any type of pedestrian or other vehicle. That's been the best news. But his behavior, he went from that black long sleeve shirt to this white T-shirt.
Why's it got to be black and white thing, man?
On and off.
There's as this continues on, there's a very good chance there won't be court today. We'll see.
Looks like
FYI,
not looking good.
Despite all of the attempts, there were about 7 or 8 attempts to use the spike strips, and now
they're getting out of about the spike strip thing.
I mean, look how many they wasted already. Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
That's them, not us, by the way.
Strip that they threw out that they got the left rear, but I don't really see that the left rear is going flat.
Oh my God, it's happening.
So they
I don't know.
The right front, from what we can tell at this point in time. Staying at about the same area here on Victory Boulevard in Tarzana. We've been mostly in Tarzana, Canoga Park. It all started up in Chatsworth.
I am kind of surprised this tire hasn't started shredding.
It hasn't been an extremely high-speed pursuit, but the suspect's been very erratic.
That's a good point. It is 9:01 a.m.
As we mentioned earlier, they say under the influence of something, and that the suspect just can't sit still. When he does come to stops, though, if there's a pedestrian,
he can't stop partying, baby.
Look at that pool.
Come here. There's going to be another spike strip, we think, right here at this intersection. There you go. You see the patrol car, and you see what they're going to do is try and hide until the last moment.
They haven't. The fat guy tried behind the pole, and the other dude was way out front of the car, wasn't even hiding. So maybe they're figuring this out. Yes, concrete types.
They're filled with concrete.
I don't know. They never do pass. I don't know. They don't try to block people in. They don't. I don't know. Nobody's alleging that he has a pew either. So, I understand if the dude's armed and he's waving it out the window and stuff. Oh, he's changing again, Mikey.
Well, maybe he soaked that shirt. It is a little warm in there. The AC isn't working in that truck. I didn't want to tell that. They texted me, said, "Hey, it's going to get hot in that bitch. There's no AC." So that does happen. By the way,
yeah,
everyone that was wondering about court today, we will be uploading tons of court videos today over on We Got a Case and over on Credence and Mikey. We got some Judge Cedric Simpson coming your way, and so it's interesting to see we got some first appearances from Detroit, and if you've never seen those, man, it's a doozy.
Stop the vehicle. We do have one flat tire here.
Doing a quick refresh here. By the way, very quickly, I want to say, hey, thanks, Mike.
Whoa. There we go. Michael. I'm officially changing my name to Michael.
Nobody look at that McDonald's. Don't look at it. Michael.
Another successful spike strip and a successful dono from our good friend Michael. That's what my mom always called me, Michael.
Coming up on another intersection, you see the officer trying to get out, probably about right now. There he goes. He's running out.
Oh, Anthony. Oh, yeah, he was hidden.
Yeah. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Well, we got that one. And we got that one.
Already got him. Same tires again.
That's all right. There's that McDonald's again.
Don't look at it. Amy P., thank you so much. Is it Judge Cedric Simpson today?
Yeah, we're going to have some Judge Ced. Has some a lot of drunk drivers, man. We got a lot of problem with drunk drivers in the world. I didn't know. I knew it was bad. I just know it was that bad.
I mean, it is shredded now if you look at it. Marcel, can you push in on that, please?
Slight push in.
Get this thing to come to an end without incident. There was one
it does look like it's basically down to the rim now, I think. It looks shredded, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, those are like, I mean, I'm going to sound really stupid when I say this. Those are heavy duty rims, right? Like they seem like they're really like not your basic rim job.
That's how it happens most of the time. But now we see the suspect just stopping.
Asking people if they want to ride.
Another vehicle.
Whoa.
Watch out, car.
That car
We're in
was
the middle of a chase here. Jesus.
We're doing the Lord's work. Don't you see what's going on here?
Oh, we're going to turn around for some reason. What's wrong with that road? All of a sudden, we want to turn around.
When this all happened,
You just remember you had to be to work at 9:30.
Other cars on any freeways or side streets.
Well, he hasn't been on any freeways as far as we know. There's been one crash.
Well, stop saying it, or he's going to jump up on the freeway, which is not. Watch out, people!
We're doing donuts. We're doing donuts.
What do they call this show again? A side show?
It's a side show, baby. Things are getting wild. Things are getting crazy. It's a California tradition.
Speaking of traditions, Mike.
I feel like he's just trying to pull the rubber off now.
Creed, Mikey, and Cat Show.
What?
CMK, WCMK.
For that kind of money, sure. You get first billing. Are you kidding me? First chair. Cat and her friends.
Cat making up for lost time. My God, Cat, thank you.
Cat, I'm first and foremost, I'm glad to see you're here and that you're here chatting and being able to hang out with us. I know Cat's had a lot of difficulties in the past here recently, and I'm just glad that she's here, no matter the monies or not. Just glad to see that she's here.
Raggle Monkey, you absolute legend.
Yeah, you do.
It's not really slowed down too much despite all of the.
Hope you're doing good, buddy.
We ain't making a living off truck drivers, but we're making money off truck drivers. So let's go with that.
And then the last one, I thought for sure they got it, but the way that spike strip is, when they throw it out, it still has.
Yeah. By the way, the back tires do not seem. I guess if they didn't get the inner, because it is a dually. If they didn't get the inner one, I guess you wouldn't really show too much that the outer tires flat.
See that? I could see that.
We're not hearing about another one set up. I think.
Mikey, can you please explain a basic rim job, please? Ply.
Basic. It's just, it's nothing fancy. It's just there to do its job. Nothing you're going to excite about, but a real top-notch rim job. That one right there. Look at that. It's got everything you need.
That rim will just disintegrate. It'll just go right down to the axle, and then the vehicle can't move at all.
I think it's going to take a while for that thing to come down. I'm just saying.
He just said that once it goes down to the rim, that it won't be able to move at all. Yes, my vehicle. Oh God, yes. Yours? Anybody else's? Yeah. Not during a chase, though.
It's got superpower. We're in a chase, man. Speaking of superpowers, Chris dropping 5 more of them gift memberships over here on the Credence and Mikey channel. Soon to be the Cat Network.
Yes.
Spike strips deployed.
Live from the Cat Studios. Cat with a K.
Cat Harvey in the morning. Credence and Mikey late nights, 6 to midnight.
Hi, Cat. Have you heard about the Troyalty podcast? By the way, we lend out a seat over with Crass also. It's a free.
Yeah. I'm glad to see everybody here. What a crazy day this has been already.
You just can't do a pit maneuver. You see what happened. The trailer would flip and spin, and
love it.
Hits another vehicle.
Take it.
Listen, loud and thank you, Lacer. Listen, Creed doesn't have much knowledge about vehicles, so when I can get one in there and crowbar it in, you betcha.
And if you're just joining us, this is a police pursuit that started at about 7:20.
It's a drug-addicted criminal.
Yes, this guy's fiending for a fix, and he doesn't care how he gets it.
That's right. Oh, and he's an alcoholic because he drove by the liquor store, and he's a gang member because he has a white T-shirt on. Hello, Karen.
Just got word, Karen. I think we hit his wife before he left home this morning. It could be this guy's just going for it all.
I'm hearing he might be a child predator. He's not allowed near that playground over by Carol's house.
Don't let him in. Don't let him in. Oh,
wow, dude, this got a lot of stuff in him.
He's doing well. Okay, I'm way all right over here as well. Chris and another 5.
I'm going to say thank you to Barb, faithfully lurking. Appreciate you. That is a good choice. We missed 5 more from Chris, did we? I'm going to say
5 more from Chris over on Credence and Mikey as well. So God bless you and thank you for that. It's good to grow our family because we need more. All right. And also a gift membership from F5 Chaser Rain. Boom. F5 Chaser Rain. Bam.
Boom. Bam. Got them all in there. Thank you, guys. My God.
And thank you to Crass for being a 11-month member. Almost said.
Oh, Jay's just letting us know he also owes child support in 3 states. And his daily driver, it's a Charger. Thank you, Jay.
That's a nice LRHN reference. And if you don't know who that guy is, don't go to his channel and don't support him.
Now, you're not going to hear us say that very often. Trust me. It's validated. There's a reason. Big dog.
Right. Are we back at the Home Depot?
No, I don't know. He just likes to hang out in parking lots, though.
That's where he does. That's where he does his cruising for the ladies of the evening or the morning.
Either way.
Take it easy.
Welcome to all the new members.
Where are we doing?
I don't know. Big Dog, I would think, but I mean, how many times has he been in this situation already, driving all around willy-nilly, weird and slow? That's right. The CNM Show, live from the Cat Harvey Studios. This is Morning Mikey.
In beautiful downtown Wilmington.
Play. Tradio's up next, by the way. Hello, Autumn.
Yes. Autumn. I can't wait for it to get autumn because I am done being hot and sweaty.
Oh, great. This dude also kills animals. Allegedly.
We seen him litter earlier, so.
Oh, the littering. We completely forgot the littering. Right.
Not only, if he hurts himself, that's him, but he's hurting the planet. And you know what? Future generations are going to have to live here after he's dead and gone and rotten in the ground.
That's right.
And they were successful with one, but certainly that.
Are we just contemplating or are we actually waiting?
What else has he got to do? He's got all day at this point.
Vaughn's, is that named after the great Von Erich family?
Few minutes here, depending on what this driver decides.
We had a chase that started at the parking lot of Walt Disney Land. Walt Disney Land. How old are you? Back in the day, we used to go to
at Mr. Walt Disney's Land.
Walt Disney's Land.
He's inching out there. Don't hit. Please don't get hit or hit anybody.
So it looks like he's trying to make that right turn very slowly with that break in traffic so far.
He found a nice breeze. He's always got sunglasses on like Bob.
Oh my!
This guy brought like a whole bag of props with him.
It's like Gallagher. He's got everything. He's bringing it all.
Oh, there are some po-po behind it. They're going to do the same thing and just sit there for no reason. It's for fun.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Court is officially canceled. There will be no We Got a Case at 1:00 because it's preempted by this guy. So
you can blame this dick.
And still no callback from the atomic concrete pumping people.
Oh, they suck.
I will give them a call back.
It's after 9. You might as well try. Nancy Cruz. So I'm thinking, see, you guys don't take those wellness checks, seriously when I say it. This is what happens.
Do we have any indication of what he might have?
The other Bob.
No, we really don't.
Mikey, be careful how much you do that. If you start twitching or anything or start moving around a little bit, these people at ABC are going to call you a method.
It's 5:00 somewhere, right?
Amy Art says, Mikey, please check your PP there, bud.
I will head to the.
Did you see that one? Oh, that made the highlight reel. That didn't even make it out in the first lane.
Again, let's talk about how much training they've had to do this.
Oh my gosh! I'm still laughing about the fact that they went back and watched all the swing and a miss.
So they can throw them out. I'm assuming we're going to see more of that until they get more of the tires flat, and then that will end this. Irene, we saw him throw what appeared to be.
I'm pretty sure this thing can go on the front rims for a bit.
Bottle of apple juice.
It might. I'm telling you, a bottle of apple juice. Right, he pissed in a bottle and threw it out the window. Let's call it what it is.
Let's be real here. Matty, this is kind of like at concerts and stuff. All those cans of Monster. It's not really Monster. It's water in there.
Yeah. Come on now.
Oh, he's going to stop by and get a career at the Army Career Center.
He's got a dark sweater on.
It's gotten warmer, so you're obviously dealing with an extremely unstable individual here. There's no doubt about it.
He's got changing to do.
The strategy of using the spike strips. We have video from earlier.
No, I
showing
agree.
One of those attempts. I mean, there were 7 or 8 attempts. Only a few, it looks like, or maybe.
Oh, we're
just
going
one
back
was
over
successful
them
with
again.
that front tire.
How
But it is so,
embarrassing.
as you can see there, it's so difficult.
No.
Is it?
Is it though? I mean, the guy's all the way out in front. He's not even hiding behind the car.
Any type of danger as an officer.
Is it really that hard? Is that what we're learning?
There has to be a certain angle, like if the spike strip can land on its side or on upside down, and therefore not work.
That's correct. I mean, it's got to hit. We saw it hit the tire. We saw the tire roll over.
I know. I'd imagine it's got pretty big tank of diesel.
So they've got to get it out.
He's been going very fast.
It's probably got a huge tank, and it's probably beginning of the day. They probably gas up before they go back.
But it's not easy when the suspect's driving at 6 to 7 miles an hour, and he almost comes to a stop at every intersection. If you can imagine, if he's doing the speed limit of
Good point. He's got to be getting pretty hungry now.
In this area, and then they hide and they throw it out real quick. If they could stop traffic behind them so they don't give other people flats, it'd be much easier. But in this situation, open up. Is there another spike strip here? Because a lot of times when we see him stop before an intersection,
Judy.
he believes that there's going to be a spike strip there. It's sort of tried so many times. Now,
Pretty sure that's what he did.
But you can tell
I know that's what he did. Why is he throwing out full bottles of apple juice?
Yeah, you know how much small bottles of apple juice are at the gas station? My God, they're like $4.
This guy might be on drugs, but he isn't stupid. You got throwing out whole bottles of apple juice.
Rick, yes.
Rick, what's going
Sure
on,
is.
Rick?
4 minutes ago, and it was actually
Good to see you, bud.
fascinating to see how.
Oh my God. Okay, I think I've got
around it, considering the damage.
everybody added on.
I saw they have got a whole bunch of different flavored ones now too. I was not a huge fan.
I didn't like it.
There's no doubt about that.
Everybody told me I need to try. I'm kind of a water snob though. So
I haven't forgot about the PP, Amy. I'm heading there now.
hello, it's Sally. Yeah, an hour and 38 minutes. We've been live. There's a taco truck. Hopefully they don't.
I love that Creed's clock is behind mine. We've been live
is
an
it?
hour and 40 minutes.
Oh well, hour and 38:20. It says. I don't know. That's like when we're live for a few minutes and it'll pop up and it's 0.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that.
Amy, thank you for the 20 bones and the PP.
20 bones. There we are.
That twin, baby.
It's like Christmas in July.
Oh, here we go. Now we're having problems. You see him when he had to stop. It just
He wasn't ready for that.
No.
Or it's just a little bit icy. Maybe it got cold overnight in LA.
Maybe that was a skid.
PJ,
I was asking about you all week. I asked, me and Creed were thinking the worst yesterday. Something happened to you, but I'm glad to see you're well and back.
Not sure if this is an employee.
It's good to see you, PJ.
Pumping or not, but that
We were just yesterday after Chase.
Yeah.
This chase.
Yes, I love quality water. You know, like that salted shit called Dasani. Especially when it's $5.
2 hours since that crash, and still, despite all those attempts with the spikes,
I wouldn't call that a crash. He bumped the car. And
Yeah,
that big ass truck
I mean, he
crushed
has
it.
not been able to stop
Little
inside the vehicle. He's been
sensationalism,
putting on his
I believe they
sweatshirt
call
despite
that.
the heat, taking it back off and putting it back on again, and continuing
Apple
to
juice.
drive despite the
And
damage.
throwing apple juice out the window.
It get worse as he
When we
walks
talk to
along.
Marcel, I want to get I want to see if he can clip that for us. I want to see what it looks like. I want to analyze that part.
Also, continue to move. I want to show
Oh,
you,
PJ, well, we've been thinking about you, and it's great to see you, though. We missed you.
Well, it's good to know that you're okay.
And I think what they're trying to do is just stop some of the
I'm also glad to tell you, I'm writing you up for not letting me know you were going to miss work as a mod. And, well, that's just the way it is. Not gonna lie.
going westbound. There's some traffic they can't stop, like from these surface streets or the parking lots onto Ventura
Can't
Boulevard.
stop,
They're trying to
won't
keep
stop.
as many people away from him as possible, and they want to be right behind him if this comes to a stop and he makes a run for it. They'd like to get him into custody, but
Oh, God, his cat dropped.
obviously it's getting more and more difficult. to
Oh, no. Are you serious? Really?
Jesus Christ, man. Thank you.
Wow.
God, you guys.
What an incredible blessing. Thanks so much, Kat. We appreciate that.
She's a giver.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this guy.
From
Look
the
at
other
this guy.
side. For real. You
Give
get it?
that man a raise. Give
Finally.
that man a raise.
I mean,
They got that fourth one, that
efficient.
would be-
Remember how we have people that are pit certified? That right guy right there, spike strip certified, 100%.
So they think they got it, but we heard that on the
Oh,
last.
if you were at church, I didn't know that. I gotta get over there.
That one looks successful.
Pick up a case.
I think if they've got the right front and the left rear, this vehicle is going to have a real hard time going anywhere fast. And
Not the rear, anything but the rear.
Indication he's just going to give himself up. I mean, unless.
Well, yeah, he is sliding pretty good there, just coming to a stop. But I'd like to point out that they said that they said he ain't going to be able to drive once it's down to the rims, which is a bunch of BS.
Oh, yeah, it's sure. He can grind that thing right on down till the thing catches fire.
Fire! Yes, 3 hours later.
Oh boy!
We don't know for sure, but it may not be this.
No, really, that was, you got to give credit where credit is due, and they got the other side. It was a damn good throw, and I don't think he was ready for it either. I think he was hiding just enough, or came out from where he was. Perfect. It looked like they got it, but remember, this is a dually though. You got 4 wheels in the back. Hi, Cat. How do you like the sound of the Troyalty Cat Cast? Grass with those great.
I love you, Chris. Love you.
2 hours. We know vehicles that are this size.
Hey, that's a good point, Ed.
You know, they fill up often.
Yeah,
Wonder if that's possible.
It'll be interesting.
I would think
He's
so.
been dragging that trailer.
Maybe.
It's a heavy vehicle. He hasn't really been
That
able
thing
to
is heavy. Ooh, it's
turns in the past few minutes or so because of the damage. So he's just been going for a straight shot this whole time. And as we just mentioned, as Scott just mentioned, we are starting to see that vehicle start to swerve. How much
What?
Swerve
is the big question.
Is it swerving while he's just
not much further
driving down the?
This. We just, like I said before, I mean, you follow these things. There's no rhyme and reason to them ever, but you just don't want anyone to get hurt. We're on Ventura Boulevard, headed westbound into the Woodland Hills area, coming up on Winnetka. For the most part, the entire time, it started in Chatsworth.
Well, Matt, just as long as it's not a wet stick. I heard they're not good.
No, that's a no go. Bad news.
Again, educational channel. I learn something new almost every day. 700 of you here hanging out with you, with us. Losing my mind. Don't forget, come back 405 East. We got a chase. We do. What do you call them again? Classic chases.
I like to call them very current chases. We're giving you basically a daily chase wrap up where we're grabbing some of the best stuff from across this great land of ours and sometimes the world, packaging it up into one little bundle like it come from Temu and giving it to you right there at 405 Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss it. Great chat, exciting times. We'll see somebody use drugs, probably. It's a good chance.
We're probably going to see a wild woman or two today as well.
Absolutely.
Dude. It looks like it might be going down.
That's true.
And they may have just got the inner
Very
one
true.
and not the outer one. I think there's 2 tires on that double rim there.
Double rim
but,
job.
You could tell
That one, this side looks good. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, it does. It took quite a while for that front to go down. Remember though,
it did. It did.
Yes, chases from around the world, but mostly Arkansas.
Mostly.
And some Nye County thrown in there too. That doesn't have anything to do with chases.
Yeah, we'll be in Florida today. We're going to Florida. I think we're back in Georgia for another one. And we'll see what's happening in Nye County, of course.
Speaking of seeing what's happening, I'm going to go out and check the traffic and weather together.
Yeah,
on the now Cat sponsored porch of mine. I'll be right back.
Yes.
That could be the case, but
a thruple rim job, possibly. Possibly.
That right rear. I mean, I don't see it flat yet.
That tire looks pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. It does look good.
It does seem to be wobbling a bit. So hopefully that's going to be the case.
He's got to stop and pick up a can of Fix-A-Flat.
But yeah, Irene, don't want to get involved. You can get arrested for being involved. You get involved in this thing. You try.
Yes, don't get involved.
You can get arrested for that. They don't want you anywhere near it. And if you have any sense whatsoever, you're not going to. Is this BMW right here trying to speed up and take more pictures?
It looks like it's trying to keep pace.
Is it? Is it a stringer?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Look at this guy, my hero.
Not a
this
very good thing, especially if that truck starts to swerve.
Nothing.
If the driver starts to lose control of this truck, and
I
that
called them.
Is right there. That is a very dangerous spot to be in, Scott.
Yeah, not recommended. Not smart, but everybody.
This guy won't stop, Amy.
Wants to get the picture. There he goes. He's going to pull up. He's going to shoot with a phone. And, boy, you just never know. I mean, he just may ram that vehicle just out of spite because the guy's doing that. It's not good. It's all the way into the tire. Unfortunately, I don't see the left rear going flat.
I don't either.
A little flat, but we don't see it all the way down. So hopefully it's slowly going to go all the way down because that'll really restrict the maneuverability of this vehicle and hopefully stop this pursuit.
The other side is pretty thrashed.
So look at the tow truck, and it looks like, is that a G-Wagon or a Jeep? That's the same two vehicles that were in front of them before. It's a Jeep. And the same tow truck. Remember the G-Wagon a moment ago? So there's a lot of people here on Ventura Boulevard that are basically engaging this thing. They shouldn't, but they are.
Yeah, maybe.
You see the LAPD cruisers behind them, maybe 100 yards or so.
I know it's been crazy with the amount of uncertainty.
Away from tracking mode, they're still engaged somewhat, and then they have the helicopter overhead. And you can tell he continues to look back, and just hope that tire in the right rear there, or the left rear there, goes flat soon.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize one more time that in pursuit,
go ahead, emphasize,
should not be engaging with the driver like we've seen 3 or 4 vehicles do in the past few minutes or so. It is just so dangerous. And as we've mentioned before, that this has actually thrown something out of the window. We don't know exactly what.
More apple juice out the window?
Person could be hiding in the cab of this truck. So again, I would just like to emphasize that if you ever come across a situation like this, do not engage with a pursuit like this. So
I don't think no one's listening.
Driving straight along, waiting for him to slow down, but it doesn't look like we're seeing any signs as of now that he'll be making any stops.
Look, that was me yesterday.
He's continuing on. We don't see a flat on that left rear like we thought we would. And if that was the case, I really thought that maybe this would come to an end pretty soon. But with just the right front and driving at this rate of speed, you could probably continue on for a long time. I follow a lot of pursuits when they're on a rim and they're traveling at a high rate of speed. That rim does not hold up for long. But when you're just barely moving like this, you could probably go on way too long. And there comes a BMW again. It's the same knucklehead.
Yes.
But
let's say he's on drugs too.
This suspect really does try. And
whoa, what's happening here?
Every time he tries
the hell's going on?
Tries to talk to whoever's on the shoulder. And in a lot of cases, when we follow these pursuits, and almost all of them, we see the suspects on the phone. This individual hasn't been. We talked about how erratic he's been inside the cab of this truck, looking out, pointing down, gesturing at people, throwing bottles out, grabbing something from the back, looking at the tires, looking back at the police, and not for one moment does he sit still. So he's fidgeting. He's very nervous. He's
I don't know if he's nervous. He could be like in ecstasy
of something.
He'll make random pauses here and there in the middle of the street, which is also very interesting. Have you seen him do any dangerous maneuvers that put other cars or vehicles in danger?
Well, a couple of close calls. We see him go into oncoming traffic, but it's such a low rate of speed. It wasn't like we were, thinking, "Oh my goodness, somebody's going to die here." He did make.
You're just getting here. This chase has been going on for almost 2 hours.
Onto the curb.
Drop a like. We appreciate it.
There was an accident during the pursuit at Sherman Way and Corbin.
They've been trying.
They've been trying
for sure.
We got our attention, like, oh my goodness, because of the rate of speed hasn't been that high. But that's no.
Well, they were in
happen here sometime soon.
Tracking mode for quite a while.
Or more desperate. But it looks like
quite some time.
Say the left rear tire, the one on the right side of your screen. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going flat. It is. It's doing it awful slowly.
Yeah, it's in decent
shape. I would say maybe you got run flats from
vantage point
for driving on like construction sites and stuff.
Attempts to slow this truck down.
I mean, it's been going on for a long time. They probably are getting pretty pretty close to that.
Yeah, the initial several.
Ladies and thank you to
At this point in time, we only believe of the 7 or 8 that they tried, one was successful, and it's easy
more
for them to
more of the foolery.
Did he call him a knucklehead? I must have missed it.
Yeah, knucklehead. Look at that attempt right there.
Hello, Benton. I was out listening, but there's an orgy happening on the ceiling of my porch. I got to show you this. It's very odd.
Oh, hell.
Very weird.
Braggart. That's a humble brag if you ever heard one.
These things are weird looking, man.
And more than likely, they're going to do some more spike strips. But the
I'll
officers
show you
don't
real
want to
quick.
get right in front of the vehicle. And there's a couple of
see?
things they're worried about.
Ooh.
Gun it, he could try and
I've seen those before.
The hell are they?
They
They're
look
like
Daddy
Daddy
Long
Long
Legs.
Yeah, but they got really weird
colorings.
Look at it.
Ugh.
Anybody know what the hell that thing is and why they're mating on my porch right now, having an orgy on the ceiling?
And so it's just not as easy as, hey, man, throw that thing out in front
Pete's
of the
house is the love shack.
You'd like to think
Right?
it does, and,
Hey,
I'm
Dad.
going to go get one of those candles for him out of the bed.
Yeah, the effing candles.
This guy, and it just makes it harder for law enforcement because, you know, they got to worry about the public as well.
That was a good one.
Next to this,
Kudos to that guy.
it'd be very dangerous.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces to this. I mean, the officers have to worry about their safety when
This
they're
is nuts.
at those spikes.
It really is.
Quickly,
did we
and
miss,
also making
Kona's
sure they don't
mom?
give anyone else a flat
I don't
tire.
doubt it.
So that is a big.
I'm
worry,
going
and
back
then
and-
also having to worry about the
I
safety
could have forgot to put it on.
next to this individual. It just makes
Oh,
this
I'm pretty far
pursuit
back.
very,
Yeah, I
very
probably just forgot to put it on
when you
earlier.
think about
probably
so
it,
many
yeah.
different moving pieces. Again, we are on the right side of our screen taking a look at all the attempts that we've seen officers have with the spike strips. They've blown out a few of the tires of this truck. There's that BMW speeding up to keep pace with this truck. We've been
What's up with this BMW, man?
Oh,
This
I'm
guy-
sure
for
that's
maybe
somebody
15
that's
minutes or so,
streaming it,
taking
I'm sure.
pictures of the
would
person
imagine.
inside filming while the driver.
You'll have 10,000 people watching it in a minute.
I'm sure,
so
yeah.
Very dangerous behavior alongside this unpredictable driver.
While these two old guys sit here for 2 hours.
Yeah, Irene and Tony, we just heard that they're calling out SWAT. So they may.
What?
What does that matter? Wait, you bring out that thing goes so slow, but people did tell us.
We're
They
bringing
said
in the Bearcat.
Remember, people did tell us that the Bearcat can go a lot faster than we think.
Oh, yeah, well, of course. But yeah, the Bearcat's going to come pit this. That's why they're calling it in. We could be witnessing a Bearcat pit.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, I mean, they look like Daddy Long Legs, but then you look at their bodies. Ugh.
Creed was instantly turned off.
They're from China.
That's good. You know, 'cause a lot of these
Enjoy
people
that.
follow
You never know what
the
you're going to get on this
social
channel.
area.
Yeah, they can be very unpredictable and terrifying
I've
for drivers out on the road. But we just saw him maybe a minute ago.
Stink bugs don't have like really long legs.
They have legs like a giant
Yeah.
contact with his vehicle. So he is very.
God, I hope they're
driver,
not ticks. Don't get me going on that.
Those are not
Yeah, I'd send a porch. We'll stream that. See how it goes.
He doesn't damage or make contact with any other vehicles, so he knows what he's doing, despite the.
Yeah, they don't.
possibility
We got lots of
falling
stink bugs
from
around here. I'll tell you that. Maybe a stink bug mated with a daddy long leg last
Great.
year.
Mutations. Just what we need.
You know, this continue on. He's just so erratic. There's no way of knowing what's going on inside this guy's head. What he may or may not do. You can see by this shot, we're on Ventura Boulevard, just crossing Shoup. And,
The SWAT team thing. I remember a few standoffs that we've waited for SWAT to arrive, and we're still waiting for that one RAV4. I think it was
His brother's coming.
brother.
Yeah.
He still hasn't arrived yet.
The tread that's coming off, it's almost gone.
Yeah, no, Bella, it's true. I mean,
Speed, eventually, that rim
oh look, we're smoking.
when it does collapse,
Here we go. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, proving them wrong. It's down to the rim, still going. By the way,
Oh, that's not gonna stop him.
So
But if the Bearcat does make it, that's gonna be incredible.
it would be pretty interesting. It'd be worth the wait. Deb. They. I don't think so. I mean, he hasn't waved anything around. They really haven't talked about it. So
Yeah, I really don't think so. There's zero proof of that. I mean, there's less proof of that than there is that he's a drug addict. And,
as far as
drunk.
I know, Lost in Space, I would think so. I don't think that's ever been a thing.
But yeah, he's still moving along here, Scott. We haven't. I'm curious to know what his thought process is. He's been opening the door at some points and then closing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He did. He had the door
like
ajar a couple of times going around a corner.
Maybe he'd run out of apple juice bottles to pee in.
Don't know at this point in time, but it looks like he's coming to another one of his random pauses. And
Marty Lawrence, not really.
Once again.
Some spikes.
He's real sus about the way he's acting.
And now you have the patrol cars right behind him. So, you know, it's been really interesting.
Well, how about we go box him in or something?
As far as what the police strategy is.
I think they're worried about hurting their cars.
The next minute, they're right behind him. The next minute, every intersection, they're trying to get a spike strip out. Now they're calling out SWAT. Of course, the helicopter's overhead. If he gets low on fuel, they'll call in another one. So they'll definitely keep the
They'll refuel him and let him keep going.
Stopping at red lights and then
Seek.
Difficult for the vehicle
Never heard
to
of
get
it.
going. You know,
all right.
Drag when you don't have a right front tire. So the initial startup of the vehicle. And Marcel, it looks to me like that one's getting a little flat on the right rear as well.
Mods.
So it looks to me, I don't know if to you guys or it's just a shadow, but it appears
I wonder if there's exclamation point PayPal or not in the main channel.
There should be down in there's a link tree. Or one of the mods can put it up.
Oh, we got it. Yep. Nightbot's up. Thank you, Pass.
And the front tire down to the rim is going to be hard to
Box Elder Bugs.
It's also going to be hard to control the vehicle.
Okay. I think that might be it.
Not seeing a very high rate of speed at all anymore, and that may be one of the reasons.
Yeah, and earlier we were seeing him kind of wander through a parking lot making that was enough for him.
No.
Relatively decent condition, but now
no, they're like huge spider.
To run over things like cones.
That's definitely not. That's definitely not.
Maybe they're spider bait.
But
Ram Jam Black Betty. Oh, Black Betty. Spider-Man had one other song too, if I'm not mistaken. It was after that. It, of course, tanked, but it wasn't bad.
And it's encouraging that the
Good morning, Mavis.
right rear is going flat as well. That's really going to make it more difficult. Open up for a moment, Marcel. I can't see. Are they still right behind him? Yeah, they're pretty much following right behind. I don't see a spike strip up ahead, another one, but we could get one. And fortunately, there's not a lot of roll right here on Ventura Boulevard headed westbound. There's been a lot of construction on this, so I think a lot of folks avoid it. Not only that,
Carol, ticks don't have. Did you guys not see the long, daddy long leg looking?
They've got giant long legs. It's just imagine that chassis on a daddy long legs. Okay, It's not a tick. I can assure you. I've seen them around my house as well.
See the legs?
Good that it's going slow.
See them appendages, baby?
With getting more of.
Did you think that was their junk, Carol? Just because they were doing it?
Really any danger to the public, and as far as we know, no one's been hurt. So that's good.
Yeah, cat as a mod asking other mods for help.
Onto the rim. So
hey, you know, it's all right.
Or a matter of time before this is over.
Tell you, they're ticks.
Once that goes down to the rim,
I believe that more than ticks.
It's going to be difficult to control this truck.
Oh yeah, the tires
Love you,
really
Carol.
starting to go here on the back right there. But the
Sweet tea, 1 year.
That's a long time.
It is falling a little bit closer than they were a few minutes ago. Scott, in the pursuits that you've covered in the past.
I mean, I like the flamethrower idea or the Aquanet with a lighter, but I just don't want to burn down the house.
Oh, you definitely burn down the house.
Definitely. Hello, Chad.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, it depends on so many factors, depending on how they cover it. It depends on the agency. It depends.
Yeah, we heard that earlier. Let's go with that. That'll work. Some idiot kept the keys in it, probably running still, and took right on.
That idiot right now is in an unemployment line.
Orb Weaver. Dream.
Orb Weaver.
No. Nah, the legs are off. Legs aren't. The legs again are the daddy long leg legs. Mac Daddy, long-legged
Mac Daddy.
To give you guys an indication, we have probably another 5 minutes
no
before we're gonna have to break for fuel ourselves.
Ooh.
Before we do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he is been going
Water
on for
spiders.
about 2 hours, almost 2.5
Nope.
hours or so.
Yeah.
Right now,
No.
we are seeing his front,
No.
right
No.
rear blown out. The rim is actually starting to create some damage to the street itself.
Mark the
As
back,
we,
ladies and
zoom
gentlemen.
out just a little
Putting
bit.
grooves in it.
A line being left behind that.
Oh, groove is in the heart.
With,
All right. Well, give me that one.
he's still chugging along. I mean, we've seen him swerve just a bit.
Spider crickets, don't they make don't they make weird
I'm not saying anything. Anything, Mikey. Not a word, sir. Not a word.
Completely in the rear as well.
Yeah, no, that's not
really,
Oh my gosh.
Also nothing.
When you're down to just rims and you can't control the vehicle. There's not a huge amount of traffic on Valley Circle right here. We're right in front of the high school. The
200 likes.
Section. I don't see a lot of traffic in the area.
200 likes that's not bad. Do better. Oh, that's down now. Thank you, Lacer.
Thank you for the update. Oh, look at that.
What about the
shiny new rim job?
What about the inner tire on the back though? Is it still on?
Well, I can't tell, but you do know that one's going flat. It's going to come off soon.
And we've got patrol cars for the most part still right behind him.
Like them boys in Wham said, Creed, it's just a matter of time.
Pretty high rate of speed considering you're just on a rim there.
And you can see what I was talking about a little bit earlier, where him scraping.
Oh, look. Oh, yeah.
But they really are marking up that road pretty good.
Hits the brakes. One of these times, that rim is going to snap.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
Really?
There's so much pressure on that rim. You could see it when he hits the brakes.
No, Terminator. I don't think so.
Can we play baseball real quick while we're here?
Yeah, you see how
No, the legs aren't long enough.
Turned there. He's trying to maneuver the vehicle, having a very hard time. And they're just hoping this
that's
individual
not
gets
them.
out of the vehicle and they can get
It's
this
close.
without
It's the
incident.
daddy long leg
Long
legs.
enough. Nobody's got hurt. Let's just get this individual into custody. The vehicle's having a really hard time accelerating. Once it gets
Oh, we got our Chewy, and it's just no food.
Getting to that speed.
Just an empty box.
Difficult, especially
No,
it's a rear-wheel drive vehicle.
Just
once
litter.
it's all the way down to the rim on the back tire, it's going to be
Get
very
the
difficult.
dog some of that. He won't know.
A couple more slams on the brakes like that.
For
slams
real,
on the
Erica.
brakes, and that rim could just collapse. It gets down to the.
Well, not just that. It's not the rim's going to stop turning.
Yeah, this is getting close.
Here
You
soon.
can tell because law
Right.
enforcement.
Like if they get
let it
flat spotted.
stop, opened their doors. It looked like they were anticipating whatever actions he
Harvest
may have
Ooh,
next.
look at that.
Out of this truck,
Spider.
making a run for it or surrendering it.
Look at that.
Surrendering
Look at
it
him pushing it to the limit.
truck.
One more time?
Just once.
God, I know you have
One more
only a few
time.
more minutes until your chopper has to fuel.
Oh, that might be
as
it.
well. So we're hoping that this will come to an end here shortly. But
That's
That
it.
might be it.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, it could go,
All right.
it could go on for another hour. One time I followed a
Yeah.
The suspect has been identified.
101 North, all the way up into Ventura.
I think he was identified quite a while ago. Dopey, good job. I'm almost certain that is. I'm gonna match him up a little bit more, and
Creed's gonna get fingerprints.
that's right.
DNA samples.
From Carol. Thank you, Carol. Tomorrow.
Can we please get some? If you're watching right now, we're trying to get Credence and Mikey to 19,000 subscribers, and we're only like 100 away. It would be so easy for you to just hit the old subscribe button and make the old men happy today.
Really know what SWAT is going to do.
It'd be a
and the
blessing.
SWAT's going to be activated, like to get in front of this guy. Maybe they're thinking that SWAT should be available if this turns out to be a standoff at some point. I really don't think that they would put 8 armed.
Why would there be a
people on
standoff?
to try and stop it? I've never seen anything like that. But there goes the right rear, and when that tire comes off altogether and they're down to the rim,
It's gonna snap. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
The truck will explode.
Control the vehicle. As I
Come
look
on,
outside,
man.
open up out
Oh,
of your
there it is. Come on. Don't pull out, Marcel. Come on, Marcel.
Platte, actually, on Valley Circle, it turns into Platte at Victory Boulevard. He's making a stop. There's an intersection here. There's 4 or 5 patrol cars behind him. Looks like he might be trying to make a right turn. We just don't know if it's making
Right
a
turn, Clyde.
Control the vehicle, but it looks like a right turn now. Back to basically the same area where we saw most of this pursuit go.
it looks like he's slowing down here, Scott. I
Go
know.
full circle.
Control it.
Yeah, he cannot control this any longer, and there's law enforcement again.
Oh, with the door open. Look at them.
Getting ready to
Rolling it hot.
He can't control this, and he can't fight this feeling anymore.
going to need to break here in this coverage for the fuel for your chopper. So our coverage is coming to a pause here. So we appreciate you.
That's not even right, by the way.
We will certainly have enough.
Thanks, Social Blade, you son of a bitch.
That's not even close.
Hey, you want to refresh yours real quick before we go to it? Because I think they're pulling out. They've been going raw.
Yeah, you've been going raw for a long time. You got to do what you got to do, man.
2.5 hours. I did no. Well, we kind of do. But I probably about 20 minutes away. We're not close enough to hear the air raid sirens when they test them, though. I'll tell you that much. But they also use as tornado alerts as well.
Whenever you need, we got it.
Pamela, you go ahead. We got some time.
Nope. Here it comes. Here it comes. Get ready. Get ready. Boom. Boom. Pieces are flying everywhere. They're shredding it.
Shred them if you got them. Well, we'll stick with them as long as
they're there, stick with them.
Oh, now are we having some debate? I see a lot of chat about this infant. Now I'll look it up. I'm looking. I already awarded a winner though.
Yeah, we done sent over the prize and everything.
What is it? Infinite Spider.
Infinity pools. Bye.
Absolutely not.
100% not.
Are you guys not seeing anything with the?
Oh, not even close.
Not even close. You're so wrong, Robert.
Swing and a miss.
No, it's the daddy long leg. I know what I'll do while we sit here in silence.
The DD long legs. Now I'm suddenly hungry for Lay's potato chips.
What? Just plain ones?
No, God.
No.
Possible, and the back is down to the rim.
Oh, like a heathen.
What's going on here? Go ahead.
I can't believe we're gonna run out of fuel on this chopper. They've been doing such a good job.
Uh-oh.
They gotta go. But that's all right. We've got Mo.
Okay, John, it's the news we need to hear. A new study.
Jump to mine anytime.
Oh, I'm grabbing a picture. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. Boom. Right back in the game.
Yeah,
Are you sure we don't want to watch? Oh, darn it. We just missed her doing yoga. There she is doing a squat.
Oh, squat.
Sure you don't want to...
Suspect is an entirely different proposition.
Squats.
And we should point out too. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
We're getting around traffic.
No.
Pretty good for a guy with no tire.
The information and get a hold of people that can get a hold of him, but it doesn't appear that he has any kind of communications capability.
Is there another one that I should bring up? Just
yeah, absolutely. Anybody check KTLA? That's
on
them.
that point with not knowing who he is. Right?
See the legs, you guys.
What other crimes he committed before?
Oh, look at that hot dog, though. It's National Hot Dog Day today.
Oh no.
Did he steal the vehicle to escape a different crime scene? We have no idea.
I like that thought process. This was a getaway car. Oh, great choice, by the way, if this was your getaway car.
Yeah, right.
Good idea. Very inconspicuous.
I guarantee you this guy's got a criminal record.
Sorry. There we go. The criminal record again is in sort.
First time you've ever broken this guy is probably going to have an extensive rap sheet for sure.
He was a extensive rap sheet. I mean, mile long.
Concrete pumping. And I'm seeing just some information start trickling online. We haven't confirmed.
I don't like
yet,
any of the
it looks like an employee may have been trying to fill up the gas tank.
I like spicy stuff.
So it wasn't located at the business itself when it was stolen. So it appears it could have been a crime of opportunity.
Or a crime of passion. He might really be in love with this truck. I saw a guy kiss a car one time.
Yeah, I saw a guy make out with like the bumpers and stuff that time at and then the person that ate the insides of like a couch cushion.
My strange addiction.
And then the one that was married to the Zipper, the carnival ride down in Florida.
Yeah, none of this.
That was kind of weird too.
Again,
slightly.
You're dealing with logic, and this gentleman is not dealing with logic.
Speaking of logic,
and therein lies the problem.
And this is kind of a reminder for all of us watching too. When
1,000 over here, we're trying to call this company.
So they can ask
comic people.
You've reached Katana Cox.
Damn it!
Leave a message, and we'll be sure to get back to you.
Messages?
Thanks.
Instagrammed him?
Sorry, mailbox is full.
That's all right. We got in early.
Yeah, man. We were on the ground floor of that harassment. I mean, Inquisition.
Retro. Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, so close.
Marcel's prison cellmate. Thank you.
He will thank you, I'm sure.
People into simulated programs, situations, and
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's an orgy on my roof of my porch there. That's
and it's just being socially aware can avoid you becoming a victim.
All right, I gotta get caught up. Mikey, who did you tell me to go? I'm sorry, you told me to go.
I would check KTLA. And if not, I would check maybe NBC.
In danger. So it's really
Look at you guys killing it. Marcel's fan club running deep today.
Cars on the road not paying attention. There are so many different dangers being posed by this situation.
Yeah, guys, they can't do the old Fox thing anymore. They're coming after us really bad. Mikey was talking about it earlier. It came after like 60 videos.
Yeah.
You get to a gas station,
dicks
you leave,
over there.
Fuel in. People sometimes, especially with the remote key,
We love us our stew.
I love stew.
Beef stew and kind of stew. Laquan, thank you. Great to see you.
It's not like the old fashioned where you had to turn
That's
up
the
the steering column.
His Ant-Man suit. Partying.
Now on Victory Boulevard, you can
Stuffed crust for everybody.
Oh, you know it's we're going to be talking hot dogs today for We Got to Chase. 405 East, by the way, 1,070 plus of you here joining us. Appreciate it. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, notifications on. We try to do as many live chases as we can, but we also do a show Monday through Friday at 405 East that includes lots of classic chases and some other fun stuff.
And something just rolled off.
What rolled off? That was the tire. Rest of the tire, baby. It's gone. It's off.
This is the fastest we've seen him go, I think.
Yeah.
No.
It is.
It's not.
And he has
I wonder if it's that front
no
right
tires
tire
on
maybe
that
finally fell
far side.
off, Scott. We're having a little trouble because Sky Cal's not able to get in as close with some of the trees and things onto that right hand side.
Yeah, it's not good to fly
into trees. Yeah,
into trees and stuff. Yeah, it's
front right
usually
tire was
typically not a good
really
thing.
getting down and deflated. He's still stopped at the intersection. Police are right behind him,
let it be said, this guy is a complete moron, but
so many times we see a cyclist there in the
he has
crosswalk,
actually
not knowing
stopped
what's
several
going on.
times. Well done
And we
for
see
him.
them get close,
Rick, I'm not sure. The one that's down by
and then he
Lake
takes off
Wiley.
again. A couple times we
We're
saw
kind of on
him
the other
while
side
he
of
was
Rock
actually
Hill.
opening the passenger door.
But we've been, I remember we went and sold something from Facebook Marketplace. We were at a QT gas station real close to Lake Wiley, and a damn tornado siren went off, and it scared the living crap out of us.
Yeah, I think that's a rational deduction.
We're able to thank you. Guys, I'm trying to get caught up here.
I'm trying to get caught up too, because I am like way behind.
You guys are chat. Well, I mean, there's over 1,000 of you, so obviously chat said flying pretty good.
Because you got to get up. You have seconds to get out, get up to point, and hopefully the suspect doesn't observe you. If he does, he's going to take off and hurt the officer or pin him in between the vehicles. So you've got to be really. That was funny. That's full. I'm not surprised at all on that.
On Victory Boulevard. Now,
rumor has it King Cobra is driving, and Jeremy and an alien are in a gray car. Shameless.
I'm gonna have to. All right, I'll message Jeremy in a minute and see if that is him.
Is that him?
Are you the knucklehead?
Yeah, you. Is that what he called him, a knucklehead? Okay, I missed that when I was on the point. That's funny.
Knucklehead. I'll have to see.
That'd be funny. To see if it is him.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, this is actually the first time we've seen him kind of return to a place where he had been before. This is in the.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Lisa.
Covering a lot of ground, but only in the valley. He was staying in the San Fernando Valley. Now he's returning there.
I don't know, Mark. They do weird things over there.
Hanging back, not taking a super aggressive approach. And when they were taking a more aggressive approach, he became more aggressive. He became agitated. He hit another car live on our air. Rammed that vehicle. Really situations.
I'm gonna jump over to KTLA if that's all right.
Go ahead, man.
By any sort of force by the LAPD. To try and get this
KH. It's on the roof of my porch.
Creed is short. He's only 3'2". There's no way he's going to get up and get to it.
That he's shouting at.
This is behind. KTLA isn't even live, by the way.
That's interesting.
Oh well, that's interesting.
That certainly is interesting.
To those actions, and he's unpredictable.
Who else did you say to try?
Whatever they do.
You can jump over. Try NBC4.
Well, and it's hard to know what actions he's going to take based on what we've witnessed over almost 3 hours now this morning, because his behavior has been very erratic. I mean, we've watched him talk to dozens of people. Really,
Always about the rims. Remember when they told us just a little while ago that once it gets down to the rims, it's just going to stop?
It was going to be party over.
In the crosswalk questions, and his behavior has been all over the place. This is, he turned around again now. He's going along there.
Do you have
been moving very slowly, then
OB10s and one
quickly, and as you said, that can indicate so many things. About
you want me to leave them? Be like, I call their office. I'll be like, hello there.
Oh my goodness.
Very maneuverable. Despite having this thing.
Yeah, you're making good choices today. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's come to a stop.
You cheap, money grubbing bastard.
That's to call us.
Calm down. Just running out of ground. Running out of ground. It just happens to be in the same spot.
Either way, it'll work.
An indication this is an area he's familiar with. Again, stopped. Again, the door opened on the passenger side of the closest patrol car behind him. They are pretty close, and again, we begin the cycle. It looks like he's starting to go again. He's at a stoplight. It looks like. So obeying those traffic rules.
He'll soon be a woman.
Officer is trying to take advantage of that every time he stops, and then he takes off driving again. At times, he was going upwards of 60 miles per hour. Other times, he's driving about 20 miles per hour. Unpredictable in that way, but luckily not super high speeds on these surface streets.
No, you're right. And, so far he hasn't injured anybody. Doesn't mean he won't in the future.
He's a good fella.
You can see that he's looking back
tax-paying
over his
individual.
shoulder, trying to figure out what the police are going to do. And if they can get another spike strip in there, that might.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's been a little surprising to me is that first spike strip really did damage to that front right tire. We watched it. Oh, now we can see it is just on a rim.
There we go.
That tire
Bean, thank you.
A little less than 10 minutes ago, we witnessed it live from SkyCal, but didn't have a vantage point like this to know that that's in fact what
the chopper was in the way. That's why.
It depends, Philly Rube.
Eventually, that the rim will break down.
Said sometimes they
have a tougher time.
They go in strong, and sometimes they just back off.
Also popped. We did not see that had happened initially with that first.
Nothing. They said that they called in SWAT, which I don't
that tire about
see how that.
Off any.
Well, they're going to bring in the Bearcat
really,
probably and try and run them off the road.
The highway, or as
look at that,
as the rim is meeting that asphalt and creating some friction. And we know
he
that
has sat at a lot of red lights.
As well as
I haven't noticed.
Have been popped as well. So
I haven't noticed they got
going to be coming
using
to
the turn
conclusion fairly
no,
soon.
But he has
He's
been
not going to be able to drive that vehicle much
stopping.
Longer. We're going to turn it over to
I'll
Amy
take a
Johnson
Bloody
for the
Mary
10 at 10 and keep watching this pursuit.
It's not too early for that.
Thank you, Jamie and Rutabaga. Welcome to the
Rutabaga.
Well, that's all I got for us.
All right, you're good. So I think they're just going. They'll be right back. I think they're just setting it up.
Deborah, there's a lot of different things you would think that they would do. Even just blocking him in at any of the intersections, or the times that he's been in numerous parking lots. It would have been easy as can be, you would think, but I don't know. They do.
All right, we're back.
Was earlier this
all right, so go back.
When he pushes a car.
That's when he pushed the car out of the way. That was from earlier.
Oh, all right, they're just rerunning that. Okay.
Well, I want everybody to see it. That was the first crash they were talking about that happened.
He's hit 2 cars during this pursuit.
That was the first
one. Saw there, and then another one that we did not.
Hello, Amber.
Amber.
The suspect behind the wheel.
Stu.
Then there wasn't really much you could do. You cannot bring.
They do share.
You can't do the pit maneuver. But so what they've been doing? Well, they've been using those spike strips. And is it working? Well,
nice, go ahead.
Well, it's not working. It's still driving. Well, you know what? It is right now. But if they continue to do it, maybe get the other tires in the rear. I'm sure a lot of the folks out there, they all know how these cars drive, these trucks drive.
Live.
If they have no drive or there's no traction, that truck's really going to start having a problem moving.
Yeah, it's showing live.
See this turn into a standoff? I do not. Those are one of the most boring, lame things that we ever see. Where the cops can,
yeah, because
that guy sits in there until the.
We can run your It's your audio. Go ahead.
Well, we're too busy going to black
we're losing the
screens.
signal here, but we will bring it back to you as
Well, you know,
soon
once you go
as
black,
we get it. But this
we
is
go back to
definitely
Stu.
an industrial-sized truck.
Oh, there it is.
Has 2 tires that have been shredded.
It's an industrial-sized truck.
Maneuver these streets.
All right, so this was from earlier too. The lady
Yeah,
yelling
that's
at
the lady
them.
that was mad.
Someone's talking to him, trying to.
I've been thinking
communicate
I've been thinking that for the last 2 hours, to be
Catherine.
honest with you.
People are not aware always that there is a pursuit going on. Sometimes they think that they're being helpful, they're giving them information. But in fact, this driver does know that police are on his heels here, trying to get him to pull over.
It is the end of an
Again, as
era,
you
for
mentioned, it's
sure.
been going on for hours and hours. And there are some reports that the driver of this truck,
Oh,
initially
fire
with
captain.
this, Atomic Concrete Pumping
Good
Company,
friend of ours, Fire
was
Captain. How are
actually
you?
filling up with
What was
gas
you so mad about? Did he
he's
cut her off or
in the
something?
truck,
Probably.
and then someone
Knock
jumped
into her
in
a little
and
bit?
I think that was the
took
other
it.
person
And
he
that is
had
not
hit,
confirmed at this point,
and she
but
went
there
after
are
him
some
because he had
reports
hit
that
her.
is what happened this
Mhm, that
morning.
makes
And of
sense.
course, we know that when a
I'd be
pursuit
just
is
like her at
happening
that
on
point,
surface
too.
streets like this,
Oh, yeah.
it's always more dangerous because you've got pedestrians out there.
And
You've got other
pistachios.
drivers that aren't aware that a pursuit's coming. It makes it a lot more dangerous than if it were actually on a freeway, because then at least everyone's going the same direction. You don't have the
We
pedestrians
both
on the
caught up
roadway.
perfectly,
So
Mike. You looked down below.
this
Yeah, I
always
was looking at the same thing. I
adds
was like
a
seeing
lot
if
of
they
other
were close
elements
by,
into
but
a
they were,
pursuit like
they were
this.
almost
And,
identical
you know,
for a
this
second.
truck is holding up despite those 2 wheels just being shredded by those spike strips.
Sure, and as you also
Super
mentioned,
shredder.
it is this truck with the trailer attached with that concrete pumping equipment, and it is amazing. No one has been injured as far as we know so far in this more than 2.5-hour pursuit. We
Speaking
have
of pumping,
seen him again.
Bye,
Stop
bye.
and
I shall
talk to
return.
several people. There have
Do
been
your
some
thing.
people
Go
that even noticed
get
looked like
your pump
they
on,
tried to
would you?
record as
Yeah,
soon
Jose, we were talking about that. He hasn't been going too fast.
you know, to do.
I mean,
So you want to stay safe.
hasn't
throughout
been
all of
burning a
this,
lot of
but he
diesel,
is
I would
just still
imagine.
going at our
But it's a
last
damn
check,
big
the
truck,
2
so.
tires on the right side were only down to the rim. So you'd imagine at some point he's
And I would
gonna start
imagine
slowing
you're
down
burning
enough here.
more
As you can see
more
there,
fuel
though,
when you're
several
down
times LAPD
rim
has
riding
gotten
like
very
that.
close to him. We even saw one of the officers at one point open their passenger right door as though someone was going to get out and approach him. That did not happen, though.
They are certainly getting in
Tires.
position.
I'm wondering
Each
if those
time
back
it
the
appears that he
inner
may stop
back
so
tires,
that
because
they
it's a
can
dually,
be
so you
in
got
the right
4
position
tires on the
to
back.
get this under
I'm
control.
wondering if
But it really is
the
remarkable
inside
that
ones are
this
still up,
driver
and that's why it's
has
still
so much
because it looks
control
like
of this
it's
truck
looks like
with
it's
those
driving
2
pretty good.
Tires really just gone, shredded away on those rims. But this, of course, is a very durable truck, very durable rims, as
That's
we
what I was
are
thinking too, yeah.
witnessing here, as he's able to maneuver the truck, not making as many turns as we're seeing now, going more in a straight path here. And fortunately, there's not
Yeah,
a
because
lot
that
of
one was
traffic
smoking
in
there
this
quite a bit.
area at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday morning.
Hello, Nick.
Because we all know the valley
Good to
can
see
be
you.
very
And Amanda,
crowded
I
at
don't know.
any hour, but fortunately,
I don't know
there
why they
are
don't.
not a lot of cars out there at
There's
this
so
time.
many
And we
chances
do
they've
know
had
that this driver has
to
bumped
do
other
something like
cars.
that, and
As you mentioned, Sheba, no
they've
one has
chose
been
to be
hurt
in
of the
tracking mode
accord
for
at
pretty
this
much the
point,
entire
but,
time, and
this is
just
certainly a
hanging
powerful
back. Like right now,
truck
they're not.
and certainly could do
They're not
some
putting on any
damage to
pressure right now.
anyone that got in his
Nobody's
way.
opening up a
Yeah, and
door.
we're seeing
Nobody's
what we've
getting in
seen
front
several
of him,
times at
around him,
this point.
surrounding
Look
him.
at the number of cars right behind him, LAPD vehicles just trailing behind him. Again, he's not moving very quickly. He does seem to stop often at red lights and stop signs, and there still doesn't seem to be any action. He just
got a
kind of
pilot
takes off
next to us.
again and keeps going. Again, a few drivers have pulled up, talked to him. He's tried to communicate with several
industrial
people,
strength
some
truck,
pedestrians,
as she
some
said.
in their cars. So we're not sure what he's trying to communicate there. And police have made several efforts to stop him. They've put out spike strips. They've gotten really close and seemed like they were going to get out of the vehicle. So far, none of those efforts obviously have stopped him. So he's continuing here.
Thankfully,
He's
he
at
hasn't
a
been
long
driving too
stop now,
cray-cray.
though. I would imagine
Oh,
at
look
a
at
red
that.
light. Following traffic laws, so it's interesting at some points, and then at others again, he's hit
From
several
another liquor store.
vehicles that have gotten in his way.
I think it's,
Not
at
already.
times people are more desperate to get away. Other times they are just trying to follow the rules of the road.
Telling
These officers are giving him the space that he needs, and trying to keep this at a
I hope we have a
slower
halfway
pace, and
decent
it does
ending.
seem that he is slowing down. And
I
you
hope
wonder
I'm wrong with
if
him just getting out and
those
laying
tires
down.
are gone there on the passenger
Let's hope
side
for a
of
good
the
tasing
truck,
or something.
and has to be tougher for him to maneuver this truck, especially with that trailer, that concrete mixer there behind him. And certainly good to see that he is
I
slowing
believe
down,
that.
just going about
I imagine
12
it's got a big ass
miles
tank
per
on it.
hour here. And we just have to hope that he will eventually just stop altogether and give up. That would, of course, be the best case scenario.
Yeah, because from this vantage point, as you said, you can't tell that there are no tires on the other side. He's just riding on the rim, so it makes sense. Right now, he's only going 5 miles per hour, but you know,
right.
officers don't know if they get close to him and go to get out of the car. If he then continues to take off, it will take longer for them to get back in their vehicles and continue this pursuit. So you'd imagine that's why they're just trailing behind him.
It's very true.
Absolutely. If they pick up the speed,
Usually
they
is.
know that he will likely also pick up the speed and make this a much more dangerous situation for everyone in the area.
That'd be
So
all right with me.
they are, of course, keeping
Slowing down by the liquor
him
store.
and making sure that they are in place.
Going real
should he
slow down.
stop and try to make a run for it, or if he's ready to just surrender. But
Very low speed.
they
Say.
certainly don't want
Under
him to
10
go
miles
out
an
of
hour right
control,
now.
because he could
Well, I
certainly
mean,
easily lose control without having those two.
he's trying to
tires there
conserve
and just
fuel.
being on those rims, it makes it
That's
very
right.
difficult to turn. You certainly can't make a
The
sharp
the
turn,
gas light just
and
came
that
on. He's
may
like, oh
be, in
shit.
fact, why he is staying on this straight path now that he has lost those two tires.
Yeah, he's waiting for his
Yeah,
brother
he's
in the
going
RAV4
so
rider.
slow at this point. And
His
again, we
brother's
have
on the
seen
way.
moments of more reckless driving.
By the
He's
way,
hit a vehicle.
happy
That's
to
when we tell
report
that
no
woman
spiders
communicating
having
with
sex
him
at my
earlier.
house.
Oh, yeah,
about an
that's
hour,
nice.
hour
I'm
and
going
a
to go
half
and check
ago,
on mine here pretty
seemed
soon.
to be
My
negotiating
orgy.
with him to try to
It's
stop
happening.
him.
Helen, thank you.
It's likely that woman did
Oh,
not
absolutely. We've
enjoy
been saying
the
that
vehicle
in
that this
Arkansas,
man was in
Texas,
the
they
middle
would
of
have
a
had
chase and was
it
not
taken
going
care of.
to
But I thought we were in
stop
Texas there for a minute.
we
Remember
have
when
seen
the
him
tow truck was right
go
there?
Yeah,
so
the towie
slowly
was
through
back
these
there.
crosswalks and red lights. It does seem like he is being more careful, and again, that's perhaps because
The
two
drugs are
tires
wearing
that
off.
we cannot see on the right side of the vehicle
He's
are
sober
both
now.
down to the rim.
He's sobering up. He doesn't know
Absolutely.
where
And,
he's
with
at.
the size of this truck, this is not really an attempt to do a pit maneuver on a vehicle this size, especially with that
It's
additional
been quite a
trailer
while
there.
since
And
we've
it's
had a
still
chase
It's
going
been
on
a
that long. Is that guy
very,
okay?
truck. And
very
joining
long
us on the
time.
phone
Oh,
is
God.
Scott Wrights. He is a former LAPD SWAT and tactics expert.
Ooh,
He's been watching this
experte.
pursuit for almost the last
Well,
3
good. Can you
hours
ask him where the F
as
the
well, watching
SWAT
this.
is that called out?
Scott,
Nancy.
thanks for sticking around with us. You know, this is an interesting situation as they've attempted to use
Thank
spike strips.
Yeah. They were supposed to be here to
pit
put that
maneuver is not a
foundation down
possibility in a
2.5
situation like this,
hours
correct?
ago. Where they at?
Standard black and white.
I called them and they didn't
even
even
an
answer.
Explorer type, you know, to do a pit maneuver. Plus, you have the trailer on the back, and those
The
rims.
knuckleheads?
They can take quite a bit of time to wear down. So you know, you're just down to the axle.
Shadow.
And the other thought I had is he's going to get one heck of a bill from street maintenance. I'll tell you that.
Just a few minutes late.
Yeah, this is Scott. I have to tell you that at the beginning of what you were saying, we could not hear you. But
Mikey
I
was
do
talking.
believe
I
that you were saying
apologize.
that the pit maneuver is not an option at this time because of the size of the truck. Is that what you were
Oh,
saying?
trust me, every person
Yeah,
in
due to the
all
size of the
news
truck and you have the
agencies
trailer
all
on the
over
back,
Los
it's just-
Angeles
it's not
have
a viable
certainly.
option. No.
Yes. And as
Certainly
you were
said that.
mentioning, those rims are sturdy.
Wait, was that
making
another
a
spike
turn
attempt?
here
Is that
without
that is
those
live,
two
right? Yeah.
tires.
No,
And,
there's that
seems
McDonald's.
to be
No,
maneuvering that truck
they're
pretty
just
well.
cutting in.
But
Like
we
you'll know
see
when
that
they're
officer
live
just
because they'll come
maybe
back up and
put
the
in
little
a,
thing will
put
pop
down
up
a
there and
spike
say
strip there.
live.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
trying to
seems
get
to be.
back.
Hey, fella,
Maybe
how
this
far
one,
you away from every deer? There you
I
go.
think that's an earlier shot. But you know, if they can get the back tires on the
Oh, maybe when they
on that
lose.
mixer, that may also
We're mixing it in.
help
Is
out.
what we're
That's
doing.
okay.
Yeah, that's going to certainly. This is our live look. We were showing some video from a little earlier, but
Yeah, we
you
know.
I'm just amazed at the fact that this truck is going so well and he's able to maneuver it so well without those two tires there just going on those rims. But we're watching. He's picking up speed there for a while.
Mr.
He
Not
slowed
Pick,
down,
welcome.
going
Great,
only about 10
great
miles
choice,
per
by the
hour.
way.
I thought perhaps
You're making good moves
we're
today.
seeing he's reaching
I want to call him Mr.
speeds back up
Kopeck.
into the 30s. Perhaps
I don't know
because
why.
he saw maybe something has triggered him. to
Life
pick up the
decisions,
pace. He's
good ones.
realizing that he can still travel at this speed and still maneuver this truck.
Yes,
Yeah,
Edward,
it's
and
remarkable.
according to
As
the
I
news
said,
people,
those
he
rims,
knows
they can
every
last a
single one
long
of them.
time.
Yes.
So
They're his
he
friends.
may be
Well
going
known.
for quite some time still.
Now, there
Those
are
of you
some,
who were
we
here
do
in the
know that this
beginning
truck
know
is
what I'm
stolen.
saying.
There are some reports that the rightful driver was gassing up this morning when the
So
truck
we
was
confirmed
taken
tank full of gas.
out of the Chatsworth area.
There
We
you go.
don't know if there was a lot of gas in the truck at the time or if that person was just starting to get gas. But you know, he's
He
been on the
fueled it
road
up
for
and
3
then went
hours.
inside
It's
to
a
get
large-sized
a
truck,
bag of
but the
Doritos.
speeds have remained relatively low, which means better fuel efficient there. And, you know, it's hard to
Yes.
say
Because
how
when I look
long
at this
he can
truck, I think
go,
fuel
how much
efficient.
gas
That
is in the
it's
truck,
it's
how long these
industrial
rims will
strength.
actually
She did
last,
say that.
as he
Industrial
continues
strength.
to
That's what
evade
she said.
officers.
Super.
Industrial
Super
strength.
sized
Well, you're
vehicle.
absolutely correct. And again, it's just entirely unpredictable. And this could go on for
Mikey,
4 hours. I don't know.
Kat did it again.
There's no way of knowing it.
10 membership.
And Scott, we've been watching
Thank you,
those
TK.
officers follow
Kat, you're killing us. Thank
I
you.
know you've
God, I
explained
love
this,
you.
but kind of help
Thank
people
you,
just
thank you,
joining
thank
us understand.
I'm gonna start thinking
their thought
Cat is
process
Cat
through this. Why are
Williams
they
with the
trailing
amount of
so
money
slowly
she's throwing around
behind him?
today.
Hey, Thomas.
Well, what you're trying to get up close. They may be trying to deploy an additional spike strip to get to the back. I'm not
Prime
sure.
time, thank you. I'm going to
But
jump
the
over there.
LAPD policy right now is at this point in time, he has not endangered anybody to an appreciable degree. So they're backing off and just hoping
He's hurt
he
no
either
one's
comes to
feelings
on
as
his
of
own
yet.
volition, stops, or the vehicle is disabled.
Pissed
At that
into
point in
an
time,
apple
they can
juice,
take the appropriate action.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And that appropriate action, hopefully, is him being put up. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, that was a little earlier that we're seeing on the right
Can we
side.
not
of
have
our
the replay be
screen,
so big and the
when they
live
did
so
put up
small?
that spike
The
strip.
right in front is more of a hub. I think that'll last a little bit longer. You can see the construction.
I
of the right
believe,
front
I mean, it
tire.
says we're live. I
Where that
believe we're
tire
back
was
live.
on that rim.
Here.
It's much more sturdy. But the one in the back, I think that's going to collapse here at
Boy,
some
that
point.
is-
And, you know, they just don't know what they're dealing with, Philip. The suspect is
That is
very
down.
erratic, engaging people on the street, could be armed. You just
Could
never
they
know.
fuel that fast?
Stolen vehicle, we believe that is the case. Initially, we weren't certain if
They've
this
been gone a good
vehicle was
half an hour, I
stolen,
bet.
or it could have been an employee that was actually driving the truck from the Atomic Concrete Pumping Company. But it appears it's someone who stole.
Everybody's there like,
see his
yes!
arm moving around there. We've seen
Another
him throw a
free
few things
spot.
out. When he sees people on the street, he tries to engage them and talk with them.
Try to match it
Very
up to make sure we're
animated.
live. I'm pretty sure
They
we are
say,
now.
Yeah, I think we're
DUI,
good.
you're driving under the influence of something. That certainly appears to be the case. And open up a little bit, Marcel. We'll see where the patrol cars.
Maybe he's just a weirdo.
So they're behind their vehicle. They're trying to talk them out. Best case scenario, the suspect just gives himself up. It's going to be real difficult for him to keep going,
Yeah,
though.
we're perfect.
Tire's going to
Okay.
go flat on that trailer as well.
Guys, we always worry about it because they'll like they're live, but then they're rerunning pieces and all that, and we try to make sure to avoid that. Right.
All right. This is the closest we've come to this thing ending yet.
True.
No, and several
It's
times
true.
he's actually pulled to the shoulder, stopped. We've seen him stop in the middle of the street on 2 other occasions and open the door, threatened to get out. So we've seen that.
Don't make me get out of this
Different
car and beat your
during
ass.
this pursuit. Now we're on Canoga here, and one good thing about Canoga, open up out of this shot. Now they're trying to stop all southbound traffic on the right side of your screen. You see the traffic coming south, the suspects coming north. They're trying to stop that, and then you have that big center median. And that's
Oh,
good.
trying to stop
Back to
traffic.
the- there, Marcel, or to the vehicle, and you have that big center median where the walkway is, and that's good because you don't have any oncoming traffic.
Lisa B with 10 more memberships. We're making it rain. Love it. Thank you.
Everybody's getting wet today.
Stop this, and then if we have this, it could
Or
be
at least a wet
standoff,
stick.
and that's when I think they're going to use the
Slightly
SWAT.
missed.
SWAT in here, maybe even get a vehicle in front of them and then back.
Not
out of the
yet, but
vehicle,
viewer
back out
discretion
of the
is
truck.
advised.
But once they have this stopped, they have the area contained, then they really can try and come up with a strategy to get this guy out of the vehicle.
It was strapped out of the vehicle. Is that what he just said?
You know, that's one of those California terms I'm not used to here in the South. Release them.
Yeah.
Release them now. I don't think they're going to call me back from Atomic Paving.
Nah. So rude.
Well, you know, they
Yeah.
gotta do what they got to do.
Well, they see that the road is stopped. They see that they can't continue. They see officers with their doors open and their guns drawn. So, you know, obviously they're going to stop. They'll have an officer there in a moment. As I mentioned, there's no southbound traffic coming towards this northbound vehicle. And then also, as I mentioned, there's a real big divider there where you have that bikeway. And that's good, too, because it allows them not to have to worry so much about traffic on that side street. They're going to want to stop any pedestrian traffic on that walkway because they don't know what they're dealing with. They don't know if the suspect's armed. But open up once again, Philip, as you were talking about on the right side of your screen. No southbound traffic on Canoga is getting by. For now,
Good point. Chase is
northbound
not over yet.
stop.
The
We've
wipers
never
are
seen him
not
stop for
deployed.
this long. I can tell you
Yeah.
that much. Been very erratic. Stop from time to time.
He
Didn't
definitely
get
can
going.
keep on keeping on
Never
if he
seen
wants
him
to.
stop for this long. I think it could get going if he wanted to. I think what we've seen
That's what I just
is
said.
the rear axle just start to spin or the rear rim like crazy. But getting going is going to be hard. Hopefully the suspect's had enough. He's going to give himself up.
I'm an older guy, you know. I know how that feels.
Right now, just trying to make sure the public
takes a little while to get going.
Trying to make sure they don't get any vehicles down towards this individual. They shut down Canoga altogether. They've got an air unit overhead, and I know that SWAT has been deployed, so we'll see if they have to use the situation or not. But we've never seen.
You have to wait for them fish eating breakfast before they come out. What's taking SWAT so long?
I mean, they were supposedly en route quite a while ago.
Push all the way in.
Got some. Did you see those big boys moving in the black Suburban?
Yeah. Here's from the other side.
Oh, we got dual shots, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We've got this vehicle covered on both sides like topsoil.
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad for the business. I mean, this is a complete loss, I'm sure, of this vehicle.
That's a lot of advertising, though.
Yeah, it has a lot of free advertising.
A lot of advertising. I mean, that's all the they're live on all the majors. I mean,
and here, I mean, that's a major too, right?
Again, in front of 1,100 eyes.
I mean, I'm here live from the Tokyo, or is this Hong Kong? I'm in Hong Kong airport. You can get attention with a knife.
Well, we used to say that too, and then we got berated with comments about that they actually can move pretty fast, which I did not.
Hey, it's not like they're bringing it in by a bunch of guys pulling them with ropes like it's the world's strongest man.
No, we don't believe so. Last time we got a look, and we've been staying on this side because it's just a better shot for us. We like seeing the rims, right? But last time we looked at it, and the positioning, the way it's leaning to just this one side, makes us believe it's just the right side.
Remember, we're watching KCAL and listening to ABC.
But they're shutting everything down.
That happens.
It's been really interesting.
That's right.
Pursuit. It's gone on, as you mentioned, almost 3 hours. It's been a slow speed.
Yeah, he put up the windows when he came to a stop.
It really hasn't endangered the public too much. But it's been the strategy deployed by the police department. It's changed so many times, from tracking to spike strips to backing off altogether to re-engaging over and over again. But right now, things look good. He's stopped. We don't see any indication he's trying to keep going. And the more time the suspect is stopped, the more time the police department has to get everything in order to make certain nobody gets hurt. They can make some calls, get more vehicles out here, get the SWAT out here just in case this goes to a standoff. And once again, it's a stolen vehicle.
Got some movement over here.
Obviously under the influence.
Wait a minute.
The DUI, but we've seen so much fidgeting. The suspect, the driver, just couldn't sit still, Philip. There wasn't a moment during the pursuit that this individual wasn't.
I say we make our move now. Let's go for it.
Best time I've seen without him really moving around, looking out the window, rolling the window up.
Why are we not blocking the road down the way also? Again, is it just to save cars?
They're trying to get somebody there. They were saying, so I'm guessing they're going to go all the way around to get to that point. So it might take them a hot minute to get there and do that, but they're going to be blocked off way down. You won't be able to see them because they're going to have to direct traffic a different direction.
Double F, Fred Franklin. That's his real name, by the way. 23 months a member. That's an OG.
Netherlands own.
Thank you, Fred. 2 years almost. Jesus.
Oh, we've been doing it that long. 258 likes over here. There's 431 of you just on this channel. Everybody all at once hit the like button. Let's see if we can break YouTube.
Nope.
Or at least try.
We've seen that before.
I think we get over there with the old pepper balls and start busting the windows,
Well, he's got what kind of pew-pew has a green stock on it?
Oh, that's less than lethal pepper balls, probably.
Yeah. Okay, wait, we're bringing one in.
Finally
the
getting
other way.
Yeah.
The tow truck is there. We're in Texas now.
They don't know if the suspect is armed. They're going to want to get these people out of here. You see some people are stopping in that intersection because, God forbid, the guy gets out, and even if he doesn't have a weapon, but he pulls something that looks like a weapon. And
Welcome. We're international, as they say.
And you wouldn't want to be in the line of
Love
sight
that.
of that down here off to the right. So
we're a stone's throw across the Atlantic.
Like this. Fortunately, it stopped. I want to push into him one more time. He looks much less animated right now than he did earlier.
He does seem pretty calm.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Oh, don't start those rumors. Please don't start. Jesus Christ. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Maybe he's slipped into an internal slumber.
Don't start.
That's why.
Don't do it.
That's why he stopped.
Maybe an indication the drugs are wearing off. Maybe an indication he's just tired of this. And said,
He just OD'd. I got the word in my ear. No, not
Streamed over by.
true. Not true. Not true.
It's
By the way, Allie, 3 months a member over here. Much appreciated.
George checking in from Cincinnati. That is where that turkey drop happened.
Yeah, well known for their turkey drops every Thanksgiving with their good old Les Nessman gets out there.
Les Nessman.
With severe injuries, so that is good news because it certainly could have been a lot worse. When you
I want to cover that one day.
This long with that big of a vehicle, he's certainly very.
It's rather like he's got to use all them drugs up before the law gets them.
That'd be great.
I am kind of surprised that the truck hasn't moved.
Oh, Canada.
Wow, also a big crowd over at on the Facebooks. Listen, if you guys got YouTubes, you ought to come over and join us.
We need you guys over on Credence and Mikey. Somebody drop that link. Oh,
he's ready to fight.
Whoa, he's sweating like a.
His pants are kind of high up on him. No, high waist.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know, maybe.
Ask him to lift up his shirt.
He's about to bust a move.
He's doing a little dancing, I'd say.
With his hands on the back of his head, backing up any moment now. He's going to be face down on the ground, and then I think they're not going to be too concerned about clearing the vehicle.
He's coming out.
Showing that it was just
dun, 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 dun. In under 3 hours.
Face down here in a moment, and then
I knew that's how. I'm glad that it ended that way. I'm glad that it just ended. To be honest with you.
They had to wait for that damn Bearcat to get here, which could be forever and ever and ever.
Probably, I think you're right, though. I think he probably finished up what he had left, what little bit. He knew the drill. He did. He knew exactly what to do. There's no messing around with that.
I'm surprised he didn't pull up his shirt and show us he didn't have no pew-pews in his pants.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he was slightly tweaky. Just off kilter.
Oh boy, this isn't good. This isn't good. If he doesn't stay still and he starts moving around and by the truck, it's
sheesh.
That means move out.
They want this guy to stay where he was.
Pull out.
They're not going to be
lay back down. Oh, he's getting up. Oh, jeez.
No, they're. I was thinking they were probably going to make him do what you were just talking about to see the waistband.
Because that gets a little scary right there. You just don't know what you're dealing with. It doesn't look like he's armed, but you don't know for sure.
What's the craze? Thank you, $5.
All right. Now we're moving in. There we go.
All right.
Oof.
That's
the craze.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hot ground. Someone in the city. Back of his neck feeling dirty and gritty.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the way I act when I'm around my family, and that's why I'm not invited to Thanksgiving anymore.
Yeah, Canoga's not a major thoroughfare up through this area. It's kind of an industrial area. There's a good detour around it. It's going to take a big rig tow to get this guy out of here. And, Marcel was throwing that out. He may have gotten up once he was on the ground because the pavement is so hot. It's pretty hot out here today.
He's like, damn, dude, this is hot. Let me get off.
I bet it is.
Without incident. It was a long, long time that this went on.
I'd have been like, can y'all spread out a blanket real quick and I'll lay down on it?
Nobody seriously hurt or injured. And it came to a conclusion here as good as it could. He finally just gave himself up.
Yeah,
I'm glad we got to see it through to the end and didn't have to wait for SWAT or the brother to come with the RAV4.
He was hot and bothered for a while.
You know, the truck could be in much worse shape.
It could be.
The trailer could have been in much worse shape.
The trailer was probably worth more than the truck.
Probably worth a good bit.
I got you.
Again, to answer a lot of your questions, a lot of you made comments about it. We'll never know. We'll never understand why they waited out like they do. It worked in this. It worked in this one, but at what cost? There was lots of times when he was sitting at intersections. Thankfully, he wasn't super crazy and driving crazy. I mean, he drove pretty decent.
Can you imagine the man hours that were just used on this?
Yeah. Imagine just the fuel of the Chiapas.
Sure, that was scary.
What thank you, Marcel, for a nice shot of the mountains and of your
Marcel
undercarriage.
and your undercarriage, Marcel.
Not looking nice.
la,
Hey, a
la.
little dirty down there, but it wouldn't lie. It's all right.
Just run a hose under there one time. Well, that's it, man. What an exciting time kicking off things first thing in the morning like this. If you're new here, and I know there's a lot of new people, today in just about 3 hours from now, we'll be going 3.5 hours, something like that. We'll be going live again for Wild Woman Wednesday. That's right. All the police stuff involving women who are drunk driving, breaking the law. You don't want to miss it. I promise you, it's a good time. No, not as good as that time, but
hey now,
looking good, looking real good. We appreciate if you would come back, and if you're watching now, subscribe, or wherever you're at. If you're over on Facebook, leave Facebook immediately. Come over here to YouTube, Credence and Mikey. It's where you need to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
Well, I've been talking for about 2 hours, but I'm going to attempt this. I'm going to try. Deb, thank you. Two Bones, you are on the Monetary Monorail, a.k.a.
quite possibly the caboose.
Terminator.
Wow, that started really fast. Let me take it down and put it back up.
Yeah, good idea.
You let me know when you're ready.
I am ready. The Cat Pumper Express, Super Ross, Gramature, thank you. Deborah, Super Ross again, Big Money, Matt, who's handsome, Michael, Carol, Bean, Cooper, Michael, Heidi, Nancy with the black eyes. They call me Rose with some gifts, Big Red, Chris, Big Red again, Mayor, Bean, Dick Harris with missing an R. That's why you didn't notice it.
That's why you didn't notice it.
Mayor, Amy, Algoffer, Lisa, Marcel's female parole agent, Cat Harvey, baby, Simon John, Shelby, Marcel Selmay, Cat Harvey, oh, baby. Cole, thank you. Marcel Cellmate again. A lot of love for Marcel. Amy P. Michael, Cat, and Friends Show. Chris, I'll go for Lisa again. Chris, Barb, I'll go for again. Jay Fade, Mayor, Iowa. Amy, Cat with more black eyes. Lisa right behind. Kona's mom, sorry. Missed that one. Sweet Tea. Lisa again.
One-arm push-ups.
Marcel's cellmate. Marcel's parole office. We're such whores. I'll go for Lisa again. Pamela. I almost read that as Parmalee. Remember that old rock band?
Yes.
They're playing the Chemung County Fair coming up in August, by the way. That's right next to where Creed grew up.
Get tickets now.
Lisa from Iowa, KHF5, Dale, welcome. Bean, Helen, holy shit, Mr. Knopfick, Cat with more, Lisa B, growing the fam, Buster Crash, I'll go for Lisa, Deb, just Deb. Thank you guys so much, my God.
There's only like 70 names yet to read.
By the way,
oh, there's the caboose. There it is. Official?
I'm the official caboose. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you at 4:05 for a slightly shorter version.
Yeah.
Wild Urban Wednesday today on weekend.
Ari War, slap out with 3 hours of talking. My old voice is feeling a little scratchy.
That's for members only for We Got a Case tonight. Enjoy a quick 10-minute case.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be tons of great stuff. You don't want to miss it. But just in case, that is official. Chris, you see this finger come up? Thank you. You know what's happening. You guys stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. If you're new here, we call ourselves the top guys. Why? Because we're better than you, baby. See you.
Just do what I tell you.
I really hope that we didn't forget Carol because
oh God, I would never hear the end of that.
We will never let it down. She'll never let that one go.
My quilt will never show up.